Right, let's see. There we go. That should now be working. Hello, everybody. Hey, Sylvan. First one in. It's nice to be back after quite a long break. I was away for like 3 weeks, traveling the United States, which was really cool. But I'm back now. So I wanted to kind of do a more chill stream today and get back into our Forever World because I kind of missed it. Missed Valheim in general. I haven't made any content in the last like almost 4 weeks, I think, because of being away. So predicting a quieter one today, and I thought the Forever World would be a good way to kind of get back into that. WC Dragon, hello to you as well. Now, I'm hoping everything's working. It's always weird when I come back from being away. I'm always worried if anything's actually working or not. I think it is. I think we're good. But if there's any issues with the sound or anything else, you guys let me know. Now, is this... I want to double check this. The audio is all good here. All right. So, yeah, I think we're good. I need to make sure, obviously, I'm hearing it right as well. Now, I would like to get into finding Howdor today. We have explored a lot of the map, and we haven't found him. We've got this down here, so we know there's an Elder down here. So I'm kind of thinking that would be a good place to go. Hello, Gamer Empire. And we can check this out and hopefully find it. Let's see, that boat thing there is wrong, I believe. So that was something I was having issues with before, is finding my boat all the time. So our boat's actually up here now. I was thinking it'd be a really cool thing in Valheim if the boat just had its own icon, you know, so it shows you wherever you left it. Unfortunately, it doesn't do that. Anyway, we've got this really cool looking armor on, but I need to take most of it off, unfortunately, because I think we need to take it off. So basically, if we look at like the troll helmet thing, the armor there is 10 compared to the bear helmet, where the armor... Oh wait, the armor's 11? Wait, bear is better? Did they change that? I think it used to be worse than troll when the update first came out. Am I right on that? So in that case, we don't need to change anything. Plus, we get the damage modifiers and set modifiers and stuff, and it's lightweight. It doesn't slow us down at all. Alright, that's interesting. I swear they've changed that. Alright. Yeah, I'm pretty good, thanks. I am a little bit jet lagged. Obviously, Australia, like from Perth to New York, or the other way around when I came home, it was literally like 38 hours of traveling, and you're going across like a crazy amount of time zones. It's literally kind of flipped, I think. Like right now it's 6 a.m. here for me, or 6:24 a.m. I think it's like 6:24 p.m. over in New York, which is the last place I was in the US. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. K2, it's been a while since you watched. Well, why? Where have you been? I'd like to say I've been here, but I kind of haven't recently. Can't even say that. Let's go get our boat back. And if our boat's up here, I'm just wondering. Maybe we'll find something on the way. The other thing is mining silver. One other thing is we do have our boat here we could take, which is the smaller boat. I don't know if that's a great idea. What if we made a new one? Let's see. So to make up a longship, it's quite a lot of stuff that we probably don't have. All right. You know what I do want to make is the Draugr Fang bow. I'm going to do that. And then I'll come on to answering your questions, guys. Appreciate them in chat, as always. Is that enough? I think it might be. So we take that, We're going to need a lot of silver. Actually, we only need 20 silver. Let's put that back. Yeah, so this is why I want the trader, by the way, because our carry weight is really not good. Alright, so how far off the Draugr Fang are we? Just 2 deer hide. Do I have deer hide here somewhere? Please. I guess not. Alright. Well, if we throw that down, we can go get it. Oh, awesome. Okay, K2. Fair enough. I've been away for longer than you, I think, so I was just kidding. I went to, just when you said you worked for the Forest Service there, we went into Yosemite Park and I saw the big sequoia trees up near Bass Lake. That was a really cool place to be as part of my travels. Something very different to just all the big cities and partying and stuff that we did over there. Yeah, really cool place. Right, I wanted this for, this is my favorite bow in Valheim, I think. I know there's better bows than this, but, you know, better doesn't always mean favorite, right? I was gonna say it doesn't mean better, but I can't really say that. Okay, so then we can put everything else back in these chests here. I'm trying to keep somewhat organized. I know it doesn't look like it, but in my brain this makes sense. So there we go. Now let's go check out this boat, see where we can go. So basically we're going to be up here. I could also just keep exploring this way and hope I find Howdor up here somewhere. Maybe we'll do that for a bit. That's probably a smarter way of going. Yeah, we can try it at least. This is the right portal. So New York was cool, yeah. Actually, the friendliest people that we encountered in the US were in New York, which surprised us because the stereotype from people who, well, like us at least, who don't live in the USA is that, you know, New York's kind of dangerous and people there are rude and stuff like that. They're actually the nicest people we encountered the whole time we were away. And I was only in New York for a couple of days, but I did some fun things. Went to Katz's Deli, had the great sandwich that they do there. I bought some baseball merch. I should say, right, so I've never watched baseball in my life, ever. I did have a baseball game as a kid that I really liked on my, I think it was a Game Boy Advance. Might have been a DS, something like that. And I love that game for some reason. But I was like, yeah, I'm going to buy all the merch. So I bought a Phillies shirt because it looked good, because it has the red pinstripes on it. And I bought a New York Yankees hat because I was in New York. Didn't realize how expensive the hat was until I got to the counter because I looked at the wrong price. So that caught me by surprise. Ninja, thanks for the follow. Was that alert sound a bit quiet for you guys? They might need to go up for future streams. So yeah, as we're here, maybe we'll just kind of have a little explore and see if we can find a Black Forest somewhere around here. We haven't done this whole island yet, but that's going up to plains up there. That's mountains, of course. You guys didn't hear anything for that? Okay, I might need to change that in the future. Thanks, Surface Healer, and hello to you. Thanks for being here. No issues with ice, no. I mean, look, I had everything in order. We could go check out the trader, actually. That's probably worth doing. It's not the trader we want. It's not Howdor, it's Hilda, but we'll, you know, have a look. Yeah, no ice issues. So I landed in LA, and I was dreading immigration because you hear some horror stories, you know. And so I went over to the desk, you know, and the guy's like, so what brings you here today? I was like, just traveling around the US for a bit, you know, meeting some friends here. He's like, that doesn't answer my question. You could have come to any airport in the USA. Why are you here? And I was like, whoa, okay. I was like, oh, well, I flew from Australia, and I, as far as I know, at least, it's the only route. You go Sydney to LA. I was like, yeah, that's why I'm here, and then we're heading down to Vegas in a couple of days. He's like, put your fingers on the pad. He was just really rude and off with me the whole time. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and then it didn't work. You got to put like 4 fingers down on this pad. I guess it does your fingerprints, you know? It's like, put them down straight like God gave them to you, boy. I was like, whoa, all right, man. Like, yeah, okay. So did that, and a little bit of wee came out. I was genuinely a bit worried. I had all my papers on me for like every flight I was getting, every hotel I was getting, my return flight, my ESTA, which is like a visa that I need to travel there, you know? Yeah, it was full on. They take their job too seriously. Maybe, I don't know. Look, so I will say they do an important job. As someone who grew up in the UK, which had huge immigration problems, and even Australia now, in parts, there's a lot of complaints about immigration here. It's an important job, and I get that. I don't know if you have to do it the way he did, right? But everyone's got their thing. And I always think, like, I've never worked that job. I don't know what it's like, right? Maybe it really sucks and they're a bit pissed off and whatever. I'm just talking for someone coming into that experience, it was a bit, like, intimidating, right? And I was a bit like, whoa, that's a bit crazy. But, but it doesn't mean, yeah, like, obviously what they do is important. I get that, and they need to do it. I mean, they do need to take it seriously, right? So that's really near plains, by the way, the Hilda camp, and we don't really need to go there just yet. So I might just leave that until we're a bit more geared. We still want to find Howdor, so I guess I'll just have a little sail around. I'm conscious as well, if we go the wrong way, we're just going further and further away from where we need to be, which is not great. So, nice welcoming bye. Yeah, look, it was fine, right? It was just a little bit intimidating for a couple of minutes, but I had all my correct paperwork and stuff, and then he let me through, and that was that, right? And so that was good. Just a little scary. But yeah, other than that, no issues with ice or anything else there. Had a great time in the USA. My goodness, things are expensive in the USA though. I mean, we all come from Australia, where everything's expensive here, and we're always like, we're one of the more expensive places in the world and stuff. Zerky, thank you for the follow. If I put that over here, I might actually be able to see it. That'd be a good idea. But yeah, you guys in the US, you are paying a lot of money for stuff. Like, Australia feels cheap to me now. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, fair enough, K2. I wondered if the rudeness was part of their plan to kind of unsettle people a bit. Like, let's say you were going and entering into the USA and you're not supposed to be, so you're nervous, right? It's like, you know when you walk through the TSA security and they're doing the metal detectors and all that stuff? Like, I've not done anything wrong. I don't have anything illegal on me, but I still feel a bit, like, nervous, right? Like, I think everyone kind of gets that feeling. And I was like, so maybe they do it on purpose to kind of purposely unsettle you. So if you're nervous, it just makes you that much more, like, your heart rate starts going, you start making mistakes and stuff. Because I was genuinely getting a bit nervous there, because I was like, you know, what if I don't get let in, and what, am I going to get arrested? Like, yeah, my head was like racing. I mean, I get a bit of anxiety anyway, so it probably, you know, doesn't help. I was just, yeah. So if I was doing something wrong, I think I'd have really been sweating stuff, and maybe that's how they catch people. I don't know. You know, I don't know. But yeah, it was. Hey, they let me in, and we had a great time. So that's the most important thing, right? But yeah, crazy how expensive things are. Oh, hey, Ninja. No worries. I think, yeah, I missed your message before, did I? Here we go. Ninja says, watching your recent vid killing Bomas. Thanks for watching. Since I haven't killed him for a year or two, started the fight. Started panicking when I couldn't dodge roll or block as well as you. Well, you know, you got years of practice. But kited around, used some fire arrows and health pots, and got... Oh, that's good. First time's real good. Yeah, I mean, when I first fought him, I died a lot. I did die a lot. Yeah, sorry, I was getting wrapped up in my TSA conversation right there. $1 Australian is 0.66 US. Yeah, well, that doesn't help. So if I'm paying, you know, $10 for something, I'm essentially paying 16 Australian. So that doesn't help. But even so, it's still expensive. Where in the US? So landed in LA, did a few days there, did a few days in Vegas, then went to Bass Lake in Yosemite. Then a night in San Fran, just because we had to fly from San Fran down to New Orleans. Then we went to Orlando and did the theme park. Well, a couple of theme parks there. Not all of them, because it's way too expensive and too much time and stuff. And then we did Miami, which I was actually in Miami for my birthday, which was pretty cool. I turned 34, which is scary, 10 days ago. And then finished in New York, but only 3 of us, my brother, myself, and one of our friends, went up to New York. There were 6 of us in total, and the others all finished up in Miami. And that was the trip. Did I get pulled over? No, I didn't get pulled over. I wasn't really doing anything where I would get pulled over, I wouldn't say. You know, there's a couple of drunken escapades, which maybe were a bit silly, but nothing illegal. For the most part, I think. Nickel Plate, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so we weren't, yeah, I didn't do anything where I would expect to get pulled over. I saw some Ninja. When did you go? Manhattan is lit. Yeah, New York was really cool. We were mostly in Times Square. That's where we stayed. As I say, I made it down to Cat's Deli, which was cool. All right, please be a Black Forest. I'm at least heading the right way down towards this Elder, by the way. So we'd, you know, finding the trader would be super good. Also, I'm an idiot because I don't have any mats to make a portal on me. I might be able to get them together to make a portal, so I only have to make it once. Maybe we can do that. Like 10 years ago? Oh, cool. You have to head back sometime. The Congress building DC. Yeah, I did Washington DC about 5 years ago. I was on a top deck tour and we traveled all over, so I had like a day in Washington, and that was pretty cool. Went to Philadelphia, had a Philly cheesesteak. So I think me buying a Phillies baseball jersey is somewhat allowed. I'm a Phillies and a Yankees fan, apparently. I have to start watching baseball now. I had a look, but it's on at like a really bad time. Well, not really bad, but it's like 8 a.m. or something, I think, the game I looked at in my time, something like that. It's not terrible, but, you know, you want to be out there in the evening, right? But yeah, so kind of an interesting thing. You know, like with the expensiveness as well. Like part of it is like you get a meal is like say $20, right, in a restaurant or something like that. So okay, and then the bill comes and it's like plus city tax, plus state tax, plus service fee, plus 18% gratuity mandatory, plus do you want to add another couple percent gratuity on top of that? And it's just like, so your $20 burger becomes like 35, it's like almost double, and you're like, what? And yeah, that was a weird thing. Oh, here's a question actually for USA people. I'd like to know this. So I know so you tip some people, you don't tip others. It can be confusing as a tourist knowing when to tip and when not to tip. Do you tip Uber drivers? I'd really like to know that. I saw that Blue Jays were in the finals. Yeah, are you a Blue Jays fan, Resad? Because I kind of was looking a little bit of baseball after spending a ridiculous amount of money on baseball apparel just because I wanted it. I was like, I should at least have a little look at this now. You don't use Uber? Okay, but if you did, would you tip the guy? You drive. Well, you can't drive when you're having alcohol. That's our issue. We were 6 guys traveling around America. You know, driving wasn't always an option. So we definitely had to do that. You know, I want to make this chat bigger. There we go. I can see some stuff now. So yeah, we went to expensive places. That's true. So yeah, you'd hit them with a 5. If you all right, okay. Because I got a suspicion that there's an Uber driver trying to rip me off. You never tipped an Uber unless they did something that made you want to. Okay, so this is right. I had this thing. We're in Orlando. I get an Uber for the 6 of us to go from our hotel to the theme park, which is like a 10-minute drive. It's a pretty short ride. And paid the Uber, whatever. And then, like, a couple days later, I'm looking and I'm going, hold on, they charged me 70 US for this Uber. Like, it's a 10-minute Uber. I was like, something's wrong. I had a look, and he's put a $60 US cleaning fee. And I was like, what? So I got the guys together. I was like, look, boys, did anybody make a mess in this Uber? Like, you know, if you did, it's okay. We'll split the cost or whatever, but I just kind of need to know. And everyone's like, no, literally, like, nothing happened. It was a 10-minute Uber, you know, definitely not. So I then had to spend days fighting it, uploading all kinds of documents and stuff. Uber did nothing to help me, but I used this travel app to transfer my money from Australian dollars to US dollars, and I paid through them. And so I had a dispute with them, and they wanted to know everything. They basically wanted my dental records, my birth certificate, you know, mother's maiden name. It was like ridiculous amount of stuff I had to upload, and the ball ache it was to get this money back. And then eventually I did get it back, because we're like, well, there's no way. Don't say Serpent Time Ninja. I see that. Don't sneak that in there. Are we geared? We're geared. We can fight a serpent. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, I was like, I've eventually got it back, but I didn't know if it was maybe because we didn't tip. Because me and the guys were like, we're not sure what to do, so we're like, okay, blanket, we're just not going to tip Ubers. Partly because they're so bloody expensive. We couldn't believe how expensive Ubers were. Like, we have Uber here in Australia, and it's literally like double the price in the US. I don't know what's going on with that. So yeah, that was crazy. So I don't know if he was annoyed that we didn't tip, or if he was just like, you know what, people are here on holiday, we're in Orlando, right? People are loads of tourists, obviously, theme parks and whatever. And he's probably just like, oh yeah, well, they won't check, you know? Because I nearly missed it. I did nearly miss it. In fact, because we had 6 of us, anytime someone paid for something, we had this app and we put in who paid what, and then it worked out like, I owe this guy this much and he owes this guy this much, right? And so it was really convenient. And so it's only because I had to put the data in the app that I realized. And had I put it in the app straight away, which I would have done if we weren't going to the theme park and we were kind of busy and stuff, then I probably would have missed it, right? And so I was like, how often does he do that? You know, if he gets away with it, say, 10 times a month, right? Which I think is conceivable, because he's probably doing hundreds of trips a month. It's like 600 US a month he could get away with. I mean, you'd like to think that Uber would do something about that and be like, hey, this guy's charging a lot of cleaning fees, something's wrong here. But that was just crazy. Probably thought he could take me for a ride. I like that lady. Yeah, a second ride. Yeah. My boat seems fast. Well, I got the big boat. I got the long ship. So it's not too bad. We actually have the wind with us as well, which is a weird experience, sailing in Valheim with the wind. I've read about it, but I've never experienced it firsthand. 2,000 hours in, it's nice to finally get the wind with me when I'm traveling. Yeah, fair enough, Rasad. Well, we were like, the thing is, he would surely have to provide evidence, like at least a photo to Uber, and be like, hey, here's the mess, right? Like, you can't just say there's a mess. Like, what mess, right? I think he was just banking on, like, oh, they probably won't challenge it. Oh, is that a thingy? Leviathan? Hello? We might as well, while we're here, just do this. Oh, wow, there's double Leviathan here. All right, cool. How are we doing for stam? I think it's from when you hit the first barnacle, right? So let's get all of our stams up and then go for it. Zoom in so you guys can see a bit better. I appreciate it's a bit dark. Apologies for that. Can't really do much about that. That's interesting, Stater. And yeah, taking pictures. Like, it shouldn't have to take pictures of everything, right? Come on. Uber makes a percentage on the cleaning fees. Oh, wow. Really? Why? That's crazy that they would make money out of the cleaning fee, right? Because that's the only downside is on the driver, right? He's the one who's inconvenienced. It doesn't affect them. If that's true, that's wildly wrong. Alright, hold up. I need to get some stamina back here. I think he's maybe about to go down. Oh, wait, what? What was that? Something just hit me. Oh. Oh, shoot. Okay. Alright. I think we're going to be fine. I cut that a bit thinner than I wanted to. I've been away for a few weeks. I'm going to get used to this again. At least there's no serpent in the water. I don't know why I said that. Just jinxed myself. Alright, we're good. There we go. So there was a second one somewhere. I don't know where he went. I'm not too worried. I mean, I'm out in a storm at night. We should probably just get to land. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, Ninja. I perhaps left that one later than I should have, but you can see I took almost no damage. Oh, wait, there's the other one. So, you know. It's a law that the company doesn't need to pay you minimum wage if they're getting tips. Yeah, which is just dumb. You know. Like, I like the idea that if you're a business and you want somebody to work for you, you pay them a living wage. Right? Call me old-fashioned. But, that's how it should be. Like, and I think it would just be easier. Wouldn't it be easier? So, like, when you go into a restaurant, instead of they say $20 for the burger, right, and fries and the shake or whatever, and then it's like city tax, state tax, service fee, and a tip, just say $32 is the price, and that's it. There's no extras. You pay your staff a proper wage because of, you know, human decency and so they can live. The customer knows exactly how much it is, and then you just figure out the tax and all that sort of stuff, right? Rather than adding it all on as extra. It's just such a weird system. And me and the guys just don't... We were like, we don't like this idea. So... Oh, wow. Oh, dear. Okay. This is somewhat of a problem, if I can not make it to my boat. There's a serpent just over there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Alright. We got into the boat, so we're good. Where did he go? There he is. Wow. Hey, dude. Oh, no. No, no, no. Jeez. Get in the boat. Get in. Get in. Oh, my lord. Okay. How did I fall out of the boat there? That was wild. Alright. Okay. We're good. I don't know how damaged this boat is, actually. Let's see. How bad is it? Oh, wow. It's not great. It isn't great. But I think we can take this dude down. Before he kills the boat, maybe. I mean... Yeah. Should be right. Oi. I'll get back to my rant about tipping in a second, alright? Oh, jeez. Alright, he is taking damage. I normally like to see them a bit sooner than ending up in the water with them. That was not fun. Alright, our boat's taking a bit of damage. We're kind of nearish to where the elder island is that we're going to try and hopefully find Howdor. It'd be really good if we could find him. It'd be so useful. Oh, keep missing these things. Can we eat anything? No? Okay. I know I could just look at the bottom left. I never do that in Valheim, though. Oh, where's he gone? Could do with some better arrows and probably upgrading this bow as well. How good are we? Alright, it's still about at least 40%, maybe 35% of the boat's health left. Should be right. Come on now. Right, there we go. It's gonna get him. Oh, come on. If I hit him, it would. Alright, there he goes. Jeez, Kaizen, land a shot. There he goes. Alright, he's dead. We should probably go get that stuff. Let's just get our stamina back up a little bit here. Ooh. The higher price will turn people off. Well, I think if it was a law, right, then everyone... Oh, wait, is that too heavy? Okay, you know what? I don't need serpent meat. Let's just get back on the boat. Then everyone would do it, right? And so it wouldn't be like, oh, wow, this $30 meal is expensive. It's like, no, that's just the price everywhere now, right? And you'd get used to it. And then if you're a waiter, you have a wage each month. That's how much money you're going to make. And, you know, it just is what it is. I don't know. It's an interesting one. Like, so in Australia, people get paid a decent wage for the job that they do. At least a livable wage, right? Whether you're a waiter or whatever, you don't rely on tips. We don't tip in Australia, like, at all. I never, ever tip in Australia. And that's not because I'm stingy. It's just like, everybody doesn't tip, right? It's just how it is. And the people are really friendly and really nice. In America, I found that the nicest people were the ones working on tips, right? And so it's just a fake niceness. My boat does have storage, Cosmic. I should have thought of that. Yeah, never mind. If we find Howdor on this island, all will be well. Hey, Scarlet Mouse, by the way. I think I missed your message. I was a bit distracted with the serpent there. Right, this is... not... Oh, look, it's Stingy. It's Odin. Look, Grim Reaper. You guys see him? He just disappeared. He was there. Go back on this... Oh, no, is this planes? Oh, I don't want to be here. Oh, I really don't want to be here. I really don't want to die here either. This would suck. Alright, let's see. Can we just get this boat off of here? Alright, keep an eye out for mosquitoes. I can hear little goblins. Alright, that was not ideal. Let's get far away from here a second. Oh, boy. If you get really good service in Australia, people tip. I mean, look, it's not illegal to tip. But I can't think of a time when I've tip somebody here. Like, yeah, it just doesn't happen. I don't know. Maybe in a fancy restaurant. Maybe then. You know, if it's like, because that's kind of what you're saying, I guess, excellent service and stuff. I don't spend too much time eating in fancy restaurants, so if I've been there for an occasion, I think there has been a time when it's like, oh, the bill's $260, should we leave $300? And, you know, that's the tip, the $40 between like 6 of us or something. You know, like, yeah, that's probably happened. But it's super rare. Super, super rare. Might be generational. It might be. It might be. It depends maybe in Australia where you are. I can imagine that it would be more common in places like Sydney and Melbourne than it is in Perth. Just because there's more money over there. It's kind of a showy thing as well, right? Like, if you're out on a business, like, oh, here, have $100 tip. It's kind of a showy thing at times. It can be for some people, I think. It might be generational, because my dad will say, like, hey, should we leave a tip? And we're like, why? You know? K2, man, thank you so much for the 1,500 bits. I'm sorry the alerts are a bit quiet today. I'm gonna dip. I wish I could stay longer. I'll leave my present. Thank you so much, man. Nice to see you again. And thank you so much for those bits. Much appreciate that. As we're talking about tipping, yeah, and how I don't tip. I'm here streaming for donations. That's the thing. I always found it weird, like, because my content is free. People can watch this stream for free, all my videos for free. And so I always found it strange how people would donate. Like, I mean, it's great because it allows me to do what I do, but but now spending a bit of time in the US, I get it. Because I think most of my audience is from the US, you know. And to be fair, so that is somewhere I will tip. I do have other streamers that I'll watch every now and again, and I'll give them donations, usually like $5 or $10, nothing crazy, but every now and again, just to, you know, say thanks for their work and stuff. So I do get that. But it's a bit different, I guess, because streamers are not employed by like Twitch or YouTube or something. You know, we know that we're doing it And there's a chance that when you do that, you'll get no money. And for years, I did get no money. I mean, I spent money. Yeah, and this is ridiculous. I can't get to this Elder without going through a Plains Valley. In fact, thank you, Ninja, for actually mentioning that. Because I was just kind of sailing away there, and that might have killed me. I think we need to get out of here, because if I die, there's no portal around here, and my boat and all my best gear is on me. And that will really not be good. And these death mosquitoes could just fly out. And I'm just getting closer and closer to the thing. And something good just happened. I heard a noise. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm going to come onto this. What? Is it there? Maybe. Maybe it was on Twitch. What did I hear? Oh, there. Gamer Empires. Gifted a 1 month sub to Scarlet Mouse. All right, welcome to the team, Scarlet Mouse. Thank you, Gamer Empire, for that. Sorry, I was just getting a bit flustered there. I got into like a whole thing. All right. I'm going to go up around this way. There's a black forest there we haven't really checked out. We'll look at that one. This is too much plains. What was I saying? Yeah, so like for years, I did YouTube, and it actually just cost me money to do it on like equipment and stuff. And it was just a hobby, and I had my other job, so I was like fine and whatever. But like, yeah, there was never like an expectation back then of making any money. Even now, when I stream, I always see any kind of donations as a bonus. I stream more because I enjoy it, and it's a good way of getting stuff done and hanging out with viewers and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, talking about that, we are starting a new season of Kaisenheim soon, and it's going to be an expedited season where we're going to play for a few months and get through it before 1.0. If anyone's interested in that, you can join my Discord or links in my video descriptions and stuff like that. Or you can ask me here, obviously. But yeah, just to mention that, because that's going to be starting in the next like couple of weeks. So I go away tomorrow for another few days. I'm not usually this much of a jet setter, but Oasis are coming to Australia, and I had to go and watch them. Hey, Tiny, you should be asleep, but always lovely to see you, of course. I was just promoting Kaisenheim, you'll be happy to know. Tiny is our admin on there. Admin undersells it. She basically runs the whole server and does more than God on there. And we love her for it. Thank you, Tiny. Yeah, Oasis are coming, and they've been my favourite band forever, so I've always wanted to see them live. To Melbourne, Ninja. Yeah, over to Melbourne. So I'm over there tomorrow morning, get up at like 4 AM, and we're flying over there, and then I'm back on Monday. Yeah. Super excited for that one. Also, I'd really like Melbourne. I lived there for a few months, and it'll be nice to be back there. Awesome restaurants and bars and nightlife in general and stuff. Bit of a trip from Perth. It's just down the road, mate. I just did 38 hours from New York, so this feels like a doddle. I tell you something, I was kind of dreading that flight, because it's such a long flight. It was like 15 hours, Sydney to LA. And it's actually really not that bad. It's made me want to travel more. Oh, show me your cat. Is this even set up? Let's see, did this work? Yeah, it did. There she is. What a cutie. She's going on a little vacation too, because our whole household's going over to Melbourne to watch Oasis, so she's going to stay with my parents for a couple of days. Yeah, it was really good. We flew with Delta for the big flights. Fantastic airline. I really recommend them. Not sponsored, I wish. Delta, if you're watching, please sponsor me. I'll say whatever you want if you give me free travel. Just unashamedly. Did this just die? Am I still alive? Something weird be going on here. I might not still be alive. It's bad if I'm not. Oh no, I am still alive. Thanks, Tiny. Alright, if anyone sent a message in the last minute, send it again. I might have missed it. I am still alive, well, as far as I know. Yeah, so Delta's really good. Recommend them for the long haul flight. Like big seats. I'm 6'3", I'm not a small dude, right? And I was perfectly comfortable. The food was excellent, because you know how airplane food's often rubbish? It was really, really good. They gave me a brownie as like the dessert. This thing was like from a bakery. It was that level of quality. We couldn't believe it. My brother and I traveled together. Yeah, we're like, man, this is amazing. And yeah, my time in the States was amazing. I really want to go back there soon. I'm trying to plan a trip back in ideally 2026. It might be 2027. Yeah, I loved it. I've always liked America. I've been there a few times when I was younger and stuff as well. Went there 5 years ago, and I always have a great time over there. Yeah, it's a cool place. It's an interesting place. LA was a very strange place. It felt like I was living in a video game, where it's all these massive skyscrapers, but there was no actual people around apart from NPCs, from what I could tell. These people were like on some very strong kind of drugs, and they were not in a good way. And there was like no police around, but it seemed real dangerous down there. It was very strange. Kaisen's died 3 times? No, I've died like 38 times, Tiny. In fact, when I get back to the base, I can probably check. So we have the wall of deaths that I can look at. So I'll check that. GTA, it was like GTA. We were literally talking about it. It was like, it's just NPCs. This is like real life GTA. It was a very strange experience. Hello, hi in Deco? Is that? Oh wow, look at Nightbot coming in. Go Nightbot. Can everybody see that? I guess they can. In the chat. That's funny. Prince Edward Island. You'll give me a tour. That is... Oh, I'm about to crash. That's very tempting. Where is it? Prince Edward Island. Where is that? Black Forest. Grab some cores. Ah, for the portal. Yeah, not a terrible idea. Honestly, where would I be without you guys? Alright. Oh, there's a troll there as well. Let's have a look then. How many arrows have I got left? Enough to have at least one frivolous attempt at this dude. Oh! You know, where's the drift? It's supposed to drift left. Oh, wow. 2 trolls. Okay. There he goes. Alright, we got a good shot on him at least. Do I want to just get off here, probably? My boat's not really moving. It should be fine. Who's got to be a noob? What's going on here? I'm a noob. He's almost dead. There's a troll cave there. He's actually wading out to us. Is this... Yeah, maybe we should go. We could sink our boat. Actually, that's another thing. I can repair the boat here as well. We'll chop down some tree... I didn't bring an axe. What kind of a noob? So, to get the wood... Where am I? How far am I from... I could just come back over here. I might do that. I'm going to do that. It's going to be quicker and easier, and I can get more stuff. So, I need to get my axe. I need to get my cores. You know, if we just head like over here. I don't think Howdor's on this island. I think it would have shown up if he was. Because I think it's a small island. You see there, it's already starting to like go around the other way. And the range of which he shows up is pretty big. Like when we found this one, which is Howdor, I was like over here. So that range is big. Holy moly, we just got a hype train? Did I miss something? Got a hype train over on Twitch. There's a hype chest. Hold on. Gotta open this. What happens here? We share that. Oh, well, thank you, Twitchies. I missed that. I think that was because of the gifted sub and all those bits from K2 as well. So thank you, K2 and Gamer Empire, for all that. I was just in my own little world over here and things be happening. Alright, if we head back this way, we might bump into something else. Just explore a bit more of the world. Yeah, so much exploring to do, which is, you know, kind of why I wanted to stream today. Apologies if it's not the most interesting thing. I'll just try and tell you some interesting stories along the way. But we need to do it. We need to find Howdor, because until I find him, it's kind of a... What do they call it? Like, when things get blocked. Like a funnel blocking thing. What's that called? You know, where things get jammed? Anyway, it's kind of a stopping point, because we need the extra weight. What can I do? We'll talk about... Bottleneck, thank you, yes. The person who speaks English as a second language got it before me. Well done, Tiny, thank you. It's streamer brain. Or jet lag brain, or combination. Coffee's not kicked in. It's something. But yes, that's what I meant to say. A bit of a bottleneck until we find the Howdor thing. But that'll be good. Yeah, that was a bit of a silly moment. Alright, I get why you guys are calling me a noob now. I understand it a lot better. Everybody's in here now with these bottlenecks. Alright guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Anyway, so, once I'm back from Melbourne, that's what I was talking about a second ago. I was like, I knew I was somewhere. That's when we're going to finish the current Kaisenheim season, which is my Valheim server, and start the new one. And we're going to... I'm predicting that February 2nd, I think it is when they'll release 1.0 for Valheim. So we'll play until then. And I think I'll do some streams on there and stuff. I might do some more Forever World streams. Also, you guys remember the series, or if you don't remember the series, I did a series, Can You Kill Me? thinking of bringing it back because a few people did ask about it. And you know me, give the people what they want. But yeah, is that something people in chat want to see? Basically, I play Valheim, but you guys can buy these packs of cards. It's like if people who want to donate, it's a more fun and interactive way of doing it. I think it's still fun to watch because it's still just me streaming and trying to beat Valheim. But I could be going along like this, then all of a sudden you guys could spawn in like a serpent and I have to kill it, or like a bear or whatever, right? And it's usually I'm fighting a bear, but I've got like just Meadows armor on me and stuff like that, so it makes it really difficult. And I die a lot, like even more than I die when I'm doing normal Valheim stuff like that. So yeah, it could be fun. My English is a bottleneck. Yeah, it was just then. What can I say? We'll just move on from that. I believe Kaizen will die before he gets home. Harsh. I'm basically home. I mean, I know I'm not the best at not dying, but that would really be bad. You made the night bar? Love that. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Nightbot / Tiny, whoever that was. If anyone wants to join the Kaisenheim server, now is a good time. It's always a good time, right? It's just the best server ever. No, we're doing a restart soon. That's why it's a good time. And I'm going to be streaming more content in the run-up to Christmas. So whoever likes my Valheim streams, which if you're here, there's a fair chance you might enjoy them. Yeah, that's going to be happening more in the build-up to Christmas, the run-up to Christmas. Need to make some more videos too. Got some things planned. But all that starts in like a week when I get back from Melbourne. From my travelling. Right, let's see. Where do I come in for my base? There's my base, so we can just come down here. Perfect. The variety of landforms that this engine churns out. Did you just get a weird landform in your game, Ninja? That's true, Tiny. I should do like actually I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. Oh right, yeah. No, there's some pretty cool places. The Valheim's weird because it can be like the most relaxing, peaceful game, and then it can be the most crazy aggro game as well. It just depends. And sometimes you go from one to the other in the blink of an eye. Sailing along, everything's good, nice sunny day. Then all of a sudden it's like a storm, a serpent. The serpent kills you. You're in the middle of nowhere with all your best gear. You have to go get a boat and get back there. Serpent kills you again. You throw your computer out the window. And then you have to go buy another computer, you know? It's a nightmare. Oh, that's cool, Ninja. What games have you worked on? Anything that I've played or I might know or whatever? I'll die. There you go. Certain mobs I feel like maybe should be stronger, but should be... They don't aggro unless you aggro them. Like boar and neck and stuff. Because they're just a pain after a while. Tiny going hard with the server promos. We love it, Tiny. Just getting those numbers up. Right, let's see. Put all that in there. Work on me first. Been doing it. Oh, that's cool. What sort of game are you building? Right. I thought I had kite in here somewhere. Well, now I do. That stuff goes back in there. This is food, so it actually goes in over here somewhere. I think. Yeah, there it is. Trying to keep things organized. Storage in Valheim can be tough, hey. I wish there was a better way of doing it without mods. But it is what it is. Wait, trophies? We definitely have trophies. Oh, it's because they start up here. Alright, boosh. There we go. Okay, you love all the paperwork that follows when a bunch of people join? Tiny. Come on now. We know that you absolutely love that. It's a bit like this, to be honest. Though I don't have a fully random terrain gen yet. Not sure if I will this time. We should probably farm these. Sorry, guys. Got to do a bit of farming. Good time for a chat if you want to ask me anything. But, That's pretty cool. I mean, that seems like an ambitious first project. But then I know zero about game development, really, so maybe it's not. I've heard that if you're making a game, somebody said that a survival game is a really good thing to start with, because they're like, if you make something like, say, a city builder, you need to get really far into the development process before you can start playing and enjoying the game and having fun with it, because everything kind of connects up and stuff. Whereas a survival game, as soon as you're like, okay, let's make this ability to chop down trees, and then you can do that right in game straight away, and then okay, now let's make an ability to farm or cook food or whatever, and as soon as you make stuff, you can just go and do it, which sounds good. My game is set in prehistoric times, though, not Viking. Prehistoric, like dinosaurs prehistoric, or more like medieval. Yeah, Tiny's straight into the dinosaurs as well. Makes me think of Ark. I've never played Ark, but that's what it is, right? Survival with dinosaurs. Right, we need some turnip seeds planted now. Farming in Valheim. I kind of like farming in Valheim, but I sometimes wish it would snap. Like, you know, you can get the mods where it just snaps to, like, the right spot, so it's not going to be crowded out and it has enough space to grow and stuff like that. Sometimes I think it would be better if it did that. What do you guys think? Would that be better, or is it meant to be this way? Purposely make it nice and difficult for us. I mean, it doesn't matter too much once you get into farming a bit. Like, if you lose the odd crop here or there, it's not like a big issue. It's more just annoying. And I think because of my ADHD, it's nice to make things a bit more uniform. I don't actually have ADHD, but, you know, I like things to be uniform. Can I check how many times I've died? I can certainly try, Tiny. Let me have a look here. Because I think in here, we have this wall of death. You know what? That needs to be lit up. Because otherwise, you're not going to see it, or I'm not going to see it. Alright. Here we go. 378 times? I don't think it's 378. Right. So, wait, what? Draugr Crypt? Okay. I don't know what that means. 2207s. Oh, wait. I died to Draugr in the crypt. So, 1, 2. You know what? I could probably count them like this. It's this many. I don't know. That was like, we had a lot of people watching. 370. That was crazy. What a good day that was. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think 10 or 11. I can count it for you properly when I'm not streaming. Because, you know, farming in Valheim might not be super interesting to watch. Me counting? Definitely not. If you want to see that, you can just watch my video where I said the word water. How many, was it 100,000 times I said it? To raise money for the water charity? That was not the best day I've ever had. But it was for a good cause, at least. Videos on my channel if you want to see the torture I went through there, guys. I've done some random videos that I feel like even some of the people who watch my channel a lot would not be aware of. Like the race video that I did. And the water video and stuff like that. The Polybius video. Every now and again I'll try out a little something. And so far it hasn't really worked, but you never know, right? Alright, that's all of that. Might as well plant the rest, I guess. You love sharks? What kind of a maniac loves sharks? Oh, this is to plant actual turnips. Alright, you know what? I'll wait and we'll do a big harvest all together. I'm doing that. My farm's so small. Hey now, this is just my starter base, okay? Let's have a little snooze actually while we're here. Doesn't need to be big. Alright, it's not all about size. I've been told. You want to have a pet lemon shark. Alright, I'll bite. What is a lemon shark? Let's have a look. The hell, man? So this is a lemon shark, guys. I mean, look at it. It's not a pet. It would kill you. Within moments. You'd die horribly. Sort of a person wants a pet lemon shark. I'm not sure I trust my viewers at this point. I mean, living in Australia, I'm like terrified to go in the ocean because of sharks. It's very cute. Man, I don't know if cute is the word I'd use for a man-eater. But, you know. It only wants blood? What is this, a vampire shark? Isn't that every shark? They're just madly attracted to blood. Alright, where are we going? We gotta find Howdor. I could head down this way and then try and go over to the Elder like that and see if we can skip that plains. I guess we can try that. If we don't find Howdor in this stream, I'm gonna be very upset. Both of your kids want a shark as a pet. Is this a thing? When did people start wanting sharks as pets? Oh wait, hold on. Aha. We need to do something here, ladies and gentlemen. So. Oh, I've got a feeling. How did I used to do this? I had the KX portal. I think that's being used up. Right, so if I do KX, it's going to take us to another portal. I've got a second portal. Alright, there's a way I can do this. I need to get some mats for it. So, what do we need for a portal? Let's see here. No, it's miscellaneous, is it? 20 fine. Couple of cores, grade off eyes. Alright. Fine wood might be the issue. 30 there. We need 40 to make 2. Maybe we won't need to make 2. I'll see if I can do it with just 1. So we don't need all that. Yeah, I never heard of people wanting sharks as a pet before, but you know, you guys do you. If that's your thing. Actually, let's take enough wood for a workbench as well. 5? Where's my wood at? Actually, I know where it is. Just in case we get stuck with that boat again, I need to make sure I repair it. Alright, there we go. Pretty much everything we need. So, I want to go to KX, rename it, and then come back. So let's see where KX is first of all. Port Jackson sharks, whale shark. Anybody just want a dog or a cat? You got the strangest things here. Right, so this is kind of a swamp. So I'll call it KS1, I think. That's how we're going to do it. You can't have regular pets because your boyfriend is allergic. You need a new boyfriend then. Don't be with someone like that. Don't trust a man who's allergic to dogs. So KS1. I'll call that. Yeah. And then up here I want to change this as well to slash. Oh damn, okay. Need to make another sign up. Because I'm going to forget these portal names else, so we just need a bit of coal and wood. Snow leopard as a pet would be cool. Until it killed you. It would be very cool. Landlord won't let you have furry pets, but an aquarium pets are okay. You can get a dog and just shave it, and then it's not furry anymore. That'll be fine. Found a loophole for you to get a dog right there. Alright, let's put that, you know, somewhere. You know what? Here's good. That'll do. Just for now. Alright, cool. Oh, we were doing... you know what? I'll make it white later. It's fine. Hey, Jingles! Nice to see you, mate. Thank you for the resub. 9 months now, my goodness. Thanks so much for the support. Hope you're doing well, mate. It's been a little while since I've seen you. Hope life is good. Right, KS1. This is KX. Yeah, this is going to work. Miniature Scottish cows. Well, you guys are very creative with your pet choices. I'll give you that. You know, it's not the typical pets that people desire. You guys are keeping it very unique in that way. There are dogs that are not allergen ones. There you go. Sylvans solve the problem without having to get rid of the boyfriend. Maybe my approach was a little too rash. Right, we can make a portal. We can make a crafting bench. We need our axe, don't we? I mean, technically I don't now because I have the wood, but also, who goes out without an axe? You should always take your tools with you, right? So, we want to do this. Remembering where I've put things would be nice. There we go. There's the axe. And some food I didn't realize I had. Cool. Is there a button you need to press to show live on Twitch? My Twitch panel not showing that I'm on. You only saw it on my Discord? Huh. I don't know. Maybe you blocked me. Yeah, not sure about that. Anybody know what that might be? Alright, so now we can make a portal up called KX in order to get back here on our travels, which is good. And let's start said travels. Your boyfriend's allergic to non-allergy. I think he's lying at this point. I think he has a problem with dogs that he's not disclosed to you, Tiny. This story is not adding up at all. Alright, I think that worked. If it did, that was awesome. Let's go. So, it did. Yeah, nice. Now, how are we getting out of here? I guess like this. Alright. Luckily, my boat skills are just awful. I'm not adding up at all, Kaisen? I don't know what to say to... Oh, wow. Hit a rock. Alright. Go this way now. You guys know how rubbish I am with boats, but we're sort of making progress. I think slowly is the way to do it, right? Just turn it like that. Oh, yes. Just drifting around in my boat. And then we give it a bit of this. And then back to slowly. Alright. We're going to crash a little bit here, but it's okay. Oh, wow. I didn't crash. Look at that. Oh. Oh, I did. I just hit it at the end there. Alright, you know what? I think we can get out now. Yeah. Yes. Have you ever seen such amazing boat skills? Hello, Kirst. How far you have come in Valheim? Greetings from... Wait. You said that like a statement, then you asked it as a question. Greetings from Norway. How far have I come? I mean, I've completed the game. Have I? Actually, that's a good point. I don't know if I've ever killed Fader. I think I did for a tutorial once. But that's not really like doing it in a survival world. Man, I might have never completed Valheim. That actually makes me a little bit sad. Wait, where am I going? This way. Yeah, I don't think I have. I don't think I've killed the queen either. Because I remember, like, I don't think I've ever done a tutorial on how to kill the queen. It's one of those things I'm always like, I could do it, but there's a lot of tutorials out there already and stuff. So unless I can find a way of doing it that's different or unique, or, you know. Huh. There we go. I can't believe I haven't completed it. I mean, the Forever World. This is where we'll complete it, right? This is going to be the world. I mean, we're already at Moda. So then we've just got Yag, Queen, King, right? Yag, Queen, Fader. And 1.0 boss. Have I been on a longboat with Beavis and Toady? I'll know boat skills then. Oh, good luck. Hakon Serenes. Almost definitely not how you say that, but good luck to you with the queen. I think she's pretty tough. But it's like anything, I guess. Bone Mass was really difficult first time I did him. Now I don't really worry about him at all. I remember like the second or third time I was fighting him, I was so geared up. I was like getting all my potions and all my backup plans and armor and stuff like this, and then didn't need him. So I was just a bro. Yeah, hopefully this will be the world anyway, where we make it happen. The... What? What is this? Take a drink of water and my boat just stops. Are we stuck on this rock? What is that? Go, go, go. Am I literally just beached on here? Oh my goodness. This is so dumb. We need to wait for the water to rise. And then we try and go. No? Okay, I'll try and push it. This is stupid. There we go. Gotta push it off. You know how that happens all the time. Sailing along, you have to get out and push your boat off a rock. This is normal boating experience, IRL. There it goes. Oh, yes. Oh, boy. I'll make a tutorial on how to sail in Valheim. That'll be the one. Didn't even get wet? No, exactly. Just stayed on the rock, mate. Captain Jack Sparrow skills, I think. Unorthodox. I'm a maverick. I might not play by the rules, but by Christ do I get results. I mean, hey, it happened. No wind. Yeah, we're back to normal Valheim sailing experience. When we get around this corner, I'm hoping, because that's what we're doing, we're coming down this way and then across to here. I'm hoping that'll, the wind will be with us then, right? It'll probably change direction as I turn the corner, of course, but, yeah. We shall see. I feel like the devs are just sadistic. You know how they put these little rocks just off the islands here? Like, I swear they do that on purpose. You're trying to sail near land, and they just got these little obstacles to avoid. I don't know. They just enjoy the pain. Or putting us through pain, I should say. Man, it feels like it's taking forever to get around this corner. Alright, so if we go that way, can we get this wind in our favor? Maybe just about. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Now we got the wind with us. We actually start making some progress. Let's go. Remember the first world I ever played? I think I sailed across to one island. So the first time I sailed, I was on a raft. And I accidentally sailed in a massive N shape. Oh, commercial break. They're supposed to not be enabled. Because I've got pre-rolls enabled. And you're on Twitch. So, apologies for that. I try not to... If I could turn ads off, I would. Because on Twitch, I would. Because I don't earn anything from them. You just had 3 commercials in a row? Damn. Alright. I'll make a note to look into that. And that was on Twitch as well, right? So, Twitch commercials. Twitch commercials. I feel like YouTube does it better. One of my issues is like, if I don't have ads enabled at all, I worry that the platform won't promote my streams as much because they're not making any money out of it. You know, so I'm like, I should have them enabled, but like on YouTube you can choose, and I put it in like medium adverts. I feel like that's the best, right? I don't want it loads of adverts because that's bad for you guys. I don't want to have hardly any adverts because then I got the problem of, is YouTube going to promote the stream as much? So I feel like that's a good middle ground. Yeah, so my first ever world, I got on a raft and I tried to sail out, and I went in a big N shape and ended up back on the same island, which was quite funny. But then when I actually managed to sail to another island, I bumped straight into Howdor, and I was like, oh wow, this is awesome. I think I made a video about it or something, so I was like, this is so cool. So I didn't realize how difficult he was to find, like in worlds like this where you can spend hours searching around for him, right? I might have to, I'll just go onto the cheat Valheim map thing and find him, huh? Iowa Dirt says, hello. It's been a while since I've got to watch one of your live streams. Well, thank you for joining us today. Welcome back. I'm away for a few days starting tomorrow, but I do plan on doing a fair bit of streaming between now and Christmas. Mostly because I want to be honest. I quite enjoy it. And there's some Valheiming that I want to get done. And it's pretty fun. I think it's one of the most social things I can do in my line of work as well. Because doing this, I get to actually chat to you guys and hang out. We talk about all kinds of weird and wonderful things, and I love it. And when I'm making a video, obviously that's just me talking to myself. Well, hopefully talking to people that are going to watch it. But you know what I mean. There's no two-way dialogue, conversation. So it's nice doing that. That's interesting, Sylvan. Do you run ad blocker? Because yeah, maybe that's a way around it for you guys. Just run ad blocker. But yeah, I don't know why you don't get them. On YouTube, are you a channel member? Pretty certain you are, which could be why. I don't know if channel members don't see ads or not. That was the thing I was trying to figure out before. And I feel like I've had mixed reviews where some people have said they never get adverts and other people say they have. And I don't think it should matter how long you've been a member for. You've been a member for a while. Yeah, like over 2 years I think you've been a member, if I'm remembering rightly, Sylvan. So I don't know if that matters or not. Oh, we should eat some food maybe. Is that right, Sylvan? Is it 2 years, I think? Roughly. Maybe more. Yeah, I don't know if that matters or not. Looking forward to episode 4 of the Forever series. Thank you. Episode 4. I'm not sure what I'll do for that exactly. Sylvan's been with us forever. It does feel like forever. I think Sylvan's been in the community forever. I think a member for at least a couple of years, if I'm remembering correctly. Big thank you, while we're on this topic, to everybody who is a member or a Twitch sub or whatever else. I'd very much like to one day get to the Asmongold position, where you just don't have any of that stuff, right? You just do it for the love of doing it. But until we're there, it is very appreciated. I was watching from the beginning, and I've not had them 3 years, I think. 3 years, wow, okay, there you go. As well, Ash, we miss it. Yeah, so Ash was my first ever Patreon. I think she's still going to be around, just doesn't want to do the staff things anymore, which is understandable. And I think that the community's changed a lot since Ash first joined. She was always more of a Minecrafter, and it's weird though, because so she's been part of the community for over 7 years. I think when she joined, she was like maybe 16 or something, and now she's like 23, so I literally saw her grow up a little bit, right? It was, and so from like being a teenager to being like a proper adult. Surfacina, thanks so much for the bits. Not enough for a sub, but I love the bitties option. We all love them biddies. Thank you so much, Surface. I do appreciate it. And look, there's never any pressure on people to support and stuff. It's just appreciated when they do, right? But yeah, so Ash was here forever, but then she joined with the Minecraft stuff, which is what I used to do, and now I don't do so much of that. Because even though I'll make Minecraft videos sometimes, like we used to have a server, and we were, you know, doing loads of Minecraft stuff for a long time. Whereas now it's obviously more about Valheim and then other games and stuff, so I think that was kind of thing. But yeah, it's cool, like, to have people, oh, I'm going the wrong way, that stick around for a long time. We were just talking about Sylvan, as I say, supporter for years, but also been commenting on my videos, like, every video, like, forever. And that is awesome to see. Jingles, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Another person who feels like he's been here forever, certainly been here a very long time, and been a big supporter with all the Valheim stuff over the years. Done a lot of staff stuff back in the day, did a lot for ValCon, which I know you guys, some of you were, you know, attending and enjoyed and what have you. If you're not a member, you'll see ads, right? But if you are a member, I think you might still see ads, which I don't like. That shouldn't be the case. Right? But I don't know if that is the case or not. Twitch doing well today, man. We got a hype train. We got a load of gifted subs. Enjoy those. New people. You get some emotes and things, I guess. And, you know, a little badge next to your name. It's all good. Right, gotta love that. Oh, Ninja, thank you so much, mate. Support from a fellow Aussie. Much appreciated, thank you very much. You guys are going to start another hype train at this rate. Some of us were working with Valcon and still do. Yes. Yeah, Valcon. Is it? What's happening for that in 2026, Tiny? Is there another one? Double Vision Media Liaisons 2235. That is got to be the longest name of someone who's ever commented. My birthday was great. Yeah, it was really good fun. To do it in Miami was a real once in a lifetime experience with, you know, my 5 best mates. Like, that's awesome. And then Vegas was pretty cool. Yeah, I loved it. It was very impressive. I have been before, but it was shut down because of COVID. And that sucked, so I hadn't done it properly. So it's kind of my first time doing it. And I was such a tourist. I went to the Coca-Cola place and bought a keyring. I went to the Reese's place. I bought a Reese's jumper that says Vegas on it. I love Reese's. And, oh my goodness, Dr. Pepper and Cherry Coke. I'm so into them, and I cannot get them in Australia. I've had to order them from over East Australia, to get shipped to me, so I can get them. Whereas in America, they're in every convenience store. One thing I love about America, you guys have such a range of stuff. The options there are so good. Like, I go into a CVS, and I can buy everything from, like, alcohol to chocolate to, like, 30 different types of Coke and Dr. Pepper and stuff. I love that about America. It's so cool. But in Australia, I go into my supermarket, right, the big supermarket. They don't have a single can of Dr. Pepper or Cherry Coke. What is that? Where am I living? I was so annoyed. I didn't know how into it was because I can't get it over here. I had it in America. I was like, this is the best thing ever. And now I realized I'm going to struggle to get it over here. Ninja, I think choosing a seed is actually smart for Forever World. I vetted this seed first as well. I didn't think it'd be this much trouble to find Howdor. I didn't look at where the traders and stuff were, but I had a look to make sure the seed was good. Planning another Valcon, yes, but we are still working, figuring out how and when. Fair enough. I would wait until 1.0 comes out though, surely, right? There'll be a big resurgence of interest and stuff. That's going to be like February. Does that make sense? Most of the ingredients used in America banned in the rest of the world? Maybe. I don't think that's the case for Cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper, though. I think it's just, I don't know what it is. They just, yeah, just don't stock the range over here. I don't know. No worries. Double vision. What does your business do? You travel for Dr. Pepper, says Hack? Yeah, hey, I feel it. It's good. I think the stuff that makes Trump orange must be banned elsewhere. You see, apparently Trump's going to run for 2028. That could be interesting. It's interesting as someone who's not living in America as like just watching from the outside, you know? You guys have some crazy things happen. Oh, we found him! Guys! Howdor! Yes! Oh, yes. Look at this. Where is he? He's not even landed. Oh, there. He's got his own little island. Oh, I'm so happy. That is so good. All right, let's get over there. Oh, yes. Here we go. Yeah, I was just sailing along. Wasn't paying much attention. And then boom. All right, let's go. You guys brought me some luck. We got our Howdor, finally. Man, that took a while, but it was worth it. Definitely good to get. BRB. Oh, took the wrong button there. You don't want to see my big head. This is good time. Yeah, so I know you can run commercials and stuff, but what I tend to do is there's something like if you turn pre-roll ads on Twitch. Oh no, that's what it is. I didn't want pre-roll ads. Yeah, you're right. I need to get better at scheduling them. Twitch commercials. I'll write schedule. Get better at scheduling them and stuff. That would be good. That was just a short break. That was like, I had to make a noise that you guys don't want to hear on camera. That actually sounds really good. Alright, I better clear this up then. I had to blow my nose, alright? Just so we're clear here. That's the noise I'm talking about. Before anybody gets too excited. Yeah, and I was like, no one wants to hear that, so I'll just quickly go away. I'm a bit run down. I got a bit sick from travel. I always kind of do that, especially long haul flights, you know? All that recycled air and stuff. Travel to the US or anything, but you can good sake or Guinness. You can get good Guinness in Australia. We got some good Irish bars and stuff here. I don't drink loads of it, but yeah, there's some good places here. All right, here we go. I missed the rock. All right, that's all right. Oh wow, there's a giant bear there. Yeah, it's not ideal. He's having the time of his life fighting something. Wow, a 2-star bear. Alright, cool. This is Valheim, right? Gives you the Howdor. But, make sure that you have to earn it. Oh my god, that did nothing. That's continuing to do nothing. This is worrying. Luckily, he's somewhat distracted. I mean, do I even fight this dude? Should I set up a portal first? In case I die. I know what you're thinking. No chance I'm gonna die. You'd be surprised, guys. I actually die quite a bit. Alright, so is that gonna get connected? Oh, jeez! Hey! Alright, yeah, he chose his time well. Can you go fight the bear, please? Oh my goodness, there's an island of mobs here. Chat, I am not watching for a minute. Wait, if I go in here, am I safe? Can the bear come in here? Alright. Think we're alright. I don't know what to do now. Can we shoot out from in here as well? Where'd he go? There he is. Wrong road off. There's actually a shaman I was wanting to get. Don't want to waste my arrows either because, yeah, we don't have tons left. Hey, dude. Love the dagger. It's so quick. Alright. So we can't do any trades just yet. We're going to portal and portal back. Alright. 2-star bear is over there, and he is looking to destroy things that are not his. It's very rude of him. How many arrows have I got left? 19. So we kind of need all 19 to hit. Oh my goodness, look at his health. Can I even do damage to him? I want to see, like, if I try and fight him. This could be dangerous. Alright, it does a bit of damage. It's annoying because you've got these other mobs here. This is part of the problem. Alright, let's see if we can... Hey, dude. I'm still here. Take care of this first. I need to get that big hit in on him, I reckon. Parry him first and then do that. Oh, jeez. Howdor, save me. Right, so when he hits pretty hard. It's good to know. Can't eat anything for a second. Can you get rested buff here? Is that possible? Is this not... Why is this not a thing? This should definitely be a thing. Yeah, there we go. Let's get our rested buff. Okay. Yeah, this is tough. This is where that Can You Kill Me series is like, it feels like that. Please leave the bear alone. Now I want to kill him even more, Ninja. Just because you said that. Come on, give me my rested buff. There it is. Where'd he go? Also, like, he might destroy my portal if I don't kill him. There he is. Like, he's over there. If he fights some other things, that'd be good. They can do some damage then. Guess I timed the block wrong. I was like, am I even holding a shield? Alright. There he is. We could also just dodge roll rather than trying to parry, because it's been a minute since I've fought a bear. Dodge rolling's easier than blocking, right? Wait, is he stuck? No. Okay, he was just baiting me in. That's cool, dude. Shouldn't be allowed. He's kind of stuck on there. Dude, get your knife. Alright. I mean, he's down by like a third, maybe. We can eat some food as well. That's good timing. We love that. The bear is really... I'm really dangerous, alright? What you worrying about? I got my portal set up if we die. So it's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but... You know. We can deal. There he is. How much health have you got left, dude? As long as I keep landing these shots, that's the big thing. Look at him. Wash. Yeah, we need to parry him. That's the problem. Hey, dude. You missed. Alright. All my concentration is going into this right now. He keeps missing. Which is good. It's not really a complaint. Oh, jeez. He didn't miss that time. Oh. Yeah, maybe this isn't the best fight. If I go home and sleep, that would probably be better, right? And then I could get a, He got healed by a shaman? What, they're working together? Don't they fight each other? I thought bears and Graydles, I thought they were fighting before. Alright. Yeah, look, they're destroying my stuff down here. That's part of the problem. I might not have a portal to come back to if I'm not careful. Alright. Is that shaman healing him? See, if I leave and then I don't have a portal to come back to, you know, do we take that risk or not? I don't know. I think... I've got my axe on me. We could try and protect this a bit. If we go and get some wood. Yeah. How much? Yeah, he's got a fair bit of health there. Look at that. He just destroyed it in one. Damn, this is going to suck if I can't. kill him, which I'm probably not able to. I was trying to get a good parry on him. Come on. That did a bit more damage. Bloody shamans are coming now. Ah! It's not the drops I want. I'm worried about leaving him with my portal. My portal's unprotected. I'm not going to have a portal to come back with, right? Wait, did he just despawn? Or did he drop over that cliff? He legit despawned. Alright, that's what we like to see. Alright, now we're good. Well, hopefully. In fact, I think we're so good. No, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's just place this down. Give them something else to attack while I'm doing this. I'll go get a load of wood. I'll make a protected portal near Howdor. Yeah, that's good. Alright. So we just need a load of wood, basically. And arrows would have been nice, but I think the bear despawned, so we should be good. Oh, I'll come back for that stuff. I'm going to do all the trades and stuff with him. KX was it, wasn't it? Bears don't seem to have a big patrol or anything if you just move the portal to the other side. Yeah, maybe we could have done that. As it turns out, we didn't need to, which is nice. So I think the bear definitely despawned right before I do this. Take this down and then die, that would suck. See, that portal was actually at half strength as well. That was my concern. I should have repaired it before I left, but never mind. Alright, so somewhere up here, nice and safe. Probably just this side of him. We can make ourselves a portal and come back whenever we want them. Alright. Let's see. So we'll put you there. And this one in front. Wait, what? Missing the fine wood? Well, I shouldn't be. Where's that gone then? Maybe my inventory was too full. There it is. Carrying too much. Okay. There we go. This is exactly why we're trying to get the Howdor in the first place, to get the extra weight carry limit. I was thinking more for the dragon eggs for Moda, but just in general as well, it's going to be quite useful. Alright, so KX for that one, and then place down these. Ha ha ha. Alright, I feel like we were chatting about some stuff before that bear attacked me, and then I got hugely distracted. So if you want to say, if I missed anything, I should be able to pay a bit more attention now. You'll forgive me for needing to concentrate there for a moment. And just need a little door, or a big door, I guess. Wait, I don't like that. That way. So it opens up like that. Perfect. Alright, let's do some trades. This is what we're here for. So I guess we just get rid of everything we don't need, and then we take everything that we want. For now, I mostly just want to get the Mega Njord. Let's put that in there, and then we can look at other stuff in the future. I've probably got loads of stuff I can sell, but then some of it is useful, I think, right? So we don't necessarily want to sell all of it. You can live in there, why not? Right, valuables, here we go. So we've got this many coins, plus this many coins, and that's without selling anything. So there's no real point selling stuff just yet, I don't think. Say Mega Njord with an S on the front? Is that Smega Njord? What does Smega Njord mean? I was doing sound work for TV and film, currently in school for video game design and animation. That's pretty cool. Are you enjoying that? Alright, hey dude. Nice to finally meet you. Oh, the Santa hat. We can get that back. Alright, Mega Njord. That's the main thing we want. Maybe the second main thing to the Santa hat, which I'll buy. Burger Circlet. I could buy this. I don't think I need it just yet. We'll leave it. Let's put our Santa hat on. Oh, but then we lose the bear hat. Man, what to do? What to do? Zeppian, thanks for the 100 bits. What do you guys reckon? You want the Santa hat or the bear hat? You let me know. On Smeg? What's a Smeg? I must be missing something obvious here. I don't know what a Smeg is. To me, a Smeg is a fridge. You know? Fishing rod? A little crispy? You want me to do some fishing? I might get into some fishing. We don't need to do it today. Google is your friend. Do I want to Google this? Do I want this on my Google. All right, valuables. There we go. Aha. Now. Short for smeg. I still don't know what that is. Yeah, I'm just out of it, guys. I'm just old. Yeah, let's equip this. Santa hat at the base and bear hat away. That is a sensible approach. I'm not always the most sensible. We got a range of hats to choose from though, which is cool. I used to wear the Santa hat all the time. I think I used to stream with the Santa hat on actually years ago. Doing Valheim. Wow, this is dividing people. Santa hat and bear hat. I'm gonna have to keep switching it up. Now, what I want to do is go get some dragon eggs. Did we find the Moda spawn point yet? This is what I'm not sure of. So, there's dragon eggs around, right? But I don't know where I'm taking them because we don't have Moda. So we kind of need to find another mountain, I think. Wow, look at all these deaths in here. Jeez. That was that wolf thing. Man, that was so annoying. I think that was the video that I made. I did find Moda? Did I? What? Are you sure? We've got the Elder. We've got Bone Mass, of course. This here doesn't have it. I don't think we did. Zepion, thank you for another 100 bits. Says I remember the Santa hat. You must have been here a few years then. At least. Yeah, no, we didn't find him yet. So we need to find some new mountains areas. But yeah, those were good days. The Santa hat days of streaming. Alright, I need a bathroom break anyway. So I'll do that. And then you guys can have a think about which hat you prefer while I'm there. We'll try and find Moda when I come back, I think. BRB. Alright, hello. Bear for the win. He's English and over 30. I guess you're talking about me. Over 30 sounds nice. 34. By the way, it's not a cherry Coke. Or even a Dr. Pepper, but I did get a Coke Zero while I was out. You guys like both hats. I mean, from a challenge point of view, Santa hat's harder, I guess. I think the Santa hat looks better when it's not got the wolf cape on as well, because, like, you can't really see it. Whereas now, we're just having a Viking-y Christmas thing going on here. Oh, yes. Alright, we're gonna go bear hat. We're gonna go this. Because we need to find... Moda. So we need mountains. Now, I think I've looked at the seed map before for this, so I think we'll do that. Let's log out real quick so I can get the seed. Just to find a big mountains area to head to. Then we can explore some ice caves. Yeah, start with Kaisenheim Forever. So Kaisenheim FW is the seed. Alright, cool. So Kaisenheim FW. Just make sure nothing's... So what I'll do, I'll actually just show you guys this. So let's go. So when I do this, I make sure nothing is selected, like none of the bosses and traders and stuff. But this is our little world. Well, our perfectly normal size world, seeing as they're all standard size. But what we want to do now is find a good mountains area. And every mountains I'm seeing is like already surrounded by plains. There's this one here. This one here would be cool. We'd have to go briefly through Mistlands to get there, but it's a big mountains. So I think that's where we want to head on our map, right? So I'm going to keep this up over here on the second screen. We'll do that. Highly recommend doing this, by the way. Like, I don't know. Sometimes in Valheim, I feel like people want to make the game 10 times harder than it is, you know? And I don't think you need to do that. My Forever World is my Forever World. It's how I'm going to enjoy the game. So if anyone's thinking of doing it, I recommend you guys do the same. You know, do whatever you enjoy the most. Now, I don't think we can sleep yet when you head out on the boat. And we haven't gone this way yet, so this will be pretty good. Let's see, so from where we're going, through that channel, okay, that's that, so up there, so it's basically going to be about here, is the island that we're heading to, somewhere around there. Apologies for lots of sailing today, lots of exploration. Oh, now, actually, our boat is down by Howdor, isn't it? So let's see, it's down there, so we're going to head up through that way to it. Okay, that'll be fun. Ish. If I don't die, it'll be fun. I'll just quickly check if I can sleep. Sometimes you can. Alright. No, I'm not playing with any mods at the moment, Jingles. I have considered adding them at some point in the future. In particular, when I do a big build. One thing that really grinds me about Valheim is having to refill fireplaces and torches constantly. So, the Fuel Eternal mod is probably the biggest one I'd consider. I really like Plant Everything as well. And some quality of life ones, just snap in your farming and stuff like that. But I think... So I might add them before I complete the game, but I'm tempted to try and complete the game on the Forever World before adding any mods. Because at that point, it's like, well, I've completed it. Now I'll do what I want to do, you know? Yeah, to me, certain mods should be in Valheim. Which is just my opinion, right? I'm not a game developer, and I don't have the vision that the devs have with Valheim and stuff, right? So it's just my opinion, but yeah, that's how I feel about it. So there are certain things where I'm like, yeah, I might add that. Sorry about the ad surface. You might get fewer over on YouTube. I'm pretty sure my Twitch ads are set as low as I can set them without enabling pre-rolls. I don't want pre-rolls because if someone's like, oh, hey, this guy's doing Valheim, let's check him out, they're not going to watch an advert first. It's something like 70% of people will click off if they're watching a streamer for the first time. If there's an advert first, they'll click off. So it's hard to, you know, hard to get the right balance, I guess. But yeah, we got a bit of sailing. So whatever conversation you missed, we can pick it back up. It's always a good time to chat if I got to do something like this in the game as well. And we always chat about weird and wonderful things, which I love. The devs are very stubborn, re their vision. They are, but I think they should be. I will defend that. As someone who is somewhat creative, I mean, I create content at least, right? Yeah, I would say that if you have an artistic vision, you should be a complete fascist about it and just do exactly what you want to do, right? And I think they're allowed and entitled to do that. At the end of the day, it's their game. The price is what it is. You don't have to buy it. You know, it's kind of like it's up to you. I just disagree with them on certain decisions they've made, but I would kind of defend the fact that they should make the decisions and not listen to the community, because I think they do listen to us, but you know that they have a certain way of doing things. Inventory is one of the biggest gripes I have with them, for sure. Yeah, I don't know why they're so reluctant to add like a backpack in or something. But there we go. Hey, Winter, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Winter, one of our long-time server admins and such, runs the free server as well that we have. The free modded Valheim server, which is being reworked right now, so it's not open right now, but it will be. And recently had a bit of a health concern, so much love to you, Winter. Hope you're doing well, mate. a backpack mod is one of your number ones. I think it's a lot of people's. When I did the recent update about bears and covered about trinkets and stuff, the biggest comment I got was about inventory space. One of the devs actually messaged me and was asking me what I thought of the update and what the community thought, and I actually ran a poll for them on my YouTube and stuff because they were wanting some feedback. And I said to them, I was like, look, there's, you know, things we disagree on. I was like, the biggest thing is definitely inventory space, especially now you've added trinkets in. Yeah. You're sore all over from the antibiotics. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully they're doing their job, though, at least, and getting you better. Right? Short-term pain for a long-term gain. And it's great to see here, mate, that you're back with us and stuff, you know? Wishing you a speedy recovery. And a healthy future, as always. Oh, that's good, man. That's good to hear. There you go. That's the main thing, right? Yeah, but like, I don't know. So when I started on YouTube, I was doing Minecraft, right? And there's a lot of YouTubers out there who are Minecraft YouTubers. They just do that one game and they focus on that. And when Valheim first came out, I could upload any video that had Valheim in the title, and it would get like 30,000 views overnight or something, right? Just insanely cool. There's so many videos I've done. Like, if you go to my YouTube channel and you sort the videos by most popular, like, when you get around the sort of 300,000 and less views mark, 300 to 100,000, that sort of, there's so many Valheim videos in there, because back in the day I could just upload anything and it would do that. And I had this dream of just being a Valheim YouTuber, but because of the way the development went and the way the player base has gone, which I think it ties into the development and the infrequent updates and such, you know, I couldn't stay as just a Valheim YouTuber. So that was my personal gripe, you know. Hey, Hangen. Nice to see you again, mate. How are you? Yeah, because I was like, always like, I'm going to be this Minecraft YouTuber. I'd love to do that. Didn't quite work out. I think I probably could do that now because I've learned a lot more about it. My tutorials and stuff do well. But anyway, that's kind of a different story. But yeah, so then I really was like, oh wow, Valheim, you know, with those early months of covering it was the best experience I've had on YouTube in my life. It was so good. And I had this like, wow, okay, it's not going to be Minecraft, but this is like a game that I probably prefer to Minecraft anyway, right? I can do this and be full-time this, but it didn't quite work out. But it has been incredibly good to me. I've met some really lovely people. I've had some awesome experiences. And without Valheim, I would not be a full-time YouTube creator. So it will always have a special place in my heart. And I'm very supportive of the game in general and such. But yeah, I just have my own thoughts on certain ways it's been developed, you know? Hacken says, I want to start YouTube with Valheim as my main game in my native language. That'd be cool. Norwegian. Yeah, that's great. I mean, given that the Valheim developers, yeah, well, like, because Norway has a strong Viking history, right? The Valheim developers, I think, are in Sweden, but Norway's got a pretty strong Viking culture, right? So that'd be cool. I will say, if you start a Valheim channel today, it's going to be hard to become a full-time YouTube creator if you just do Valheim. Zepion says, I love Valheim, just started playing with my girlfriend, that's awesome. Playing with other people is one of the best things about the game, I think. So you guys should all join my server. Oh yeah, come on, that was good. I worked that in quite well, right? No, but it is, genuinely, like, doing stuff with other people is awesome. Yeah, that's right, Ninja. I had a bit of a blank, because I was like, oh, it's all Norwegian. I was like, wait, the devs are in Sweden, but yeah. Right, I'm about to crash into a swamp, so I guess we better go around this. Can also get you arrested too? What can get you arrested? I think I missed something there. Yeah, Norwegian. If you speak English, I would consider making your content in English if you want to be a full-time creator, just because your audience is much more limited if you do Norwegian. you'd have a great opportunity though to make the videos in English. I would have 2 channels, one purely in Norwegian, and then you just use the same footage and you dub it in Norwegian. So you just speak over it in Norwegian as well as English, you know? But Hacken, yeah, I fully support that. When I started out on YouTube, it was just to have fun, and I thought I'd enjoy it, and I did. I loved it, and I got addicted to it, and tried to make my channel better and better, and tried to grow it and grow it. Got a bit of luck along the way, and here we are today, right? So, yeah, fully support doing that. So it's you know, it's just sometimes people want advice on doing YouTube full time, and I'm not saying I'm some kind of YouTube guru or anything, but I might be able to offer some helpful sort of things, you know, along the way. Or at least things to consider and think about. Let's Play is so dead. Yeah, it really is. When I started on YouTube, that's what I wanted to do. Etho was my favorite Minecraft YouTuber, really chill Minecraft Let's Plays, and I just wanted to do that. But, it's, yeah, man. If you start a Let's Play channel today on any game and you make it full time, like you've got to be doing something incredible. But yeah, start it and do it as a fun thing. I think it's a good way to approach it. Because if you don't really enjoy it, you'd struggle to ever get to doing it full time anyway, I would say. So, got to have the interest there. And I did YouTube for years and years, like probably like 4 years at least before I started making money out of it. And I've really enjoyed it. In fact, I sometimes wonder, I think about this a lot, like, did I enjoy it more back then than I do now? Which is kind of weird. But YouTube was very different when I started it, like it's almost 8 years ago. It's kind of a whole different thing to what it is today. Right, let's see. So we are heading up to, hopefully there. Whoa, hold on, get control of that boat. Get away from the plains. Let's slow down a bit. So we're here on the map. So that there has got to be that island there. So we need to kind of... Let's head away from the plains a sec. Sorry, it's hard to figure this out. Because I'm trying it. So that swamp there. Right, so that's our island, which is there. You go up that way, that is that swamp. So you go left of that, that's where we are right now, we're at that swamp. So if we go around this, hopefully we can go around there. I think this is going to work. Oh, that's awesome, Witness. So there you go, guys. You want to play a free modded Valheim server, has a active community and people to hang out with and stuff. Join the Discord. You take the Skullheim role, which is just, you just click it and you get it. And you can join the server there and play for free. Modded Valheim. Winter runs that. Does a very, very good job of running that. You guys will love it. Yeah, I think this is going to work. Alright, we'll try it. We'll try it. I think I started watching you with the first Mine Colony series. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah. Damn, I tell you, that series, I was so disappointed at the time. Do you know, so to be fair, I've done a few Let's Play series in the last few years that have done really well. Mine Colonies being several of them. I've done a few Mine Colony series that have done well. I don't have the best track record at sticking to series, which you guys probably know. But yeah, they've always been fun to do, at least. Anyway, yeah, so Mine Colonies did really well for me. In fact, it was Mine Colonies I was doing when I started doing Valheim. Mine Colonies kind of led me into Valheim. Right, if that's the swamp, you need to head that way. You should bump into that. You go down there, around there. Bob's your uncle. Right, I think this is going to work. But yeah, I had this really good Mine Colony series going, and then my world got corrupted, and I had to start over, and then it just never had the same traction. I was really disappointed, because at the time, it was like the biggest thing ever for my channel. But yeah, it's been very fun to do that. Alright, so if we go this way, we should bump into some land in a minute. Wait. So I don't have the mats for a portal. What am I looking for again? Dragon eggs? Moda, that's it. I've really got to get better at taking portal mats with me. I've got the ability to collect some if we find a black forest, which actually the mountains we're heading for on the same island, there's plains, meadows, and also a black forest. So yeah, we could be able to fix that. Alright, let's get the wind with us. I know, I certainly have this episode, Ninja. It's been crazy, isn't it? Not out of choice as such, just out of necessity. See, like, I could do all this exploring on my own, or I could stream it and we can hang out and have a chat, and it's not going to be the most interesting Valheim stream you'll ever see, but we still get to hang out, have a chat. There's some interesting bits along the way, hopefully. Oh, geez, is that a Plains Island? Because I've got this ring light shining at me to illuminate my beautiful face for all you people. Wait, let's eat some food, eat food. So I don't die. Am I beached again? What's going on here? Alright, I gotta zoom in. By which I mean move my head closer. Oh, geez. Yeah, there's stuff there. Go, just go. Odin's there again, look. Fear of death. Why am I out of plains also? I shouldn't be out of plains. Oh wait, is it that island? I guess it could be. Can you go? Go forwards. Go that way. Just go that way. Away from this island, please. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to see a death skeeter coming. Good luck, Winter, with your toddlers. Oh wait, there's another plains. Oh, this is not... Why are we bumping into so many plains today? They're just the worst biome to bump into before you're geared, because the death skeeters will come out and one-shot you. You know? You bump into a swamp. Being this close to a swamp wouldn't matter. You know, if you're not geared for a swamp, you go, okay, we need to get away from here. Plains is a whole different animal. Right, let's just go like this. Right, so where am I going? That Plains Island there could be that. If we give it a wide berth. I'm looking at things on the second monitor when I say could be this and could be that, by the way. I kind of need to get through there. Have I beached again? What is... Is this ocean? Oh god, this is not good. Come on. Hopefully the waves will pick up. Let's go, 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 go. Just get out of here. There we go. Nope. Oh my god. What is this? Could really do it being daytime again. Alright, let's just try and figure out where we are here. So, that looks like it's all blocked off. So the only other thing is, what if I go back around that island? Don't really want to do that. If I go up from here, that's not great. Alright, I have to go back around this island. Straight into some shallows. I have, haven't I? It's so hard to see. It's so dark, and then the light shining at me from there. In fact, like if I do this a second, you'll see the difference. So if I do that... Oh, here we go. I can actually see the game now. It just makes me a lot dark. Anyone who clicks on for the first time be like, this guy's playing in the dark. Alright, at least I can see what I'm doing for a second. Alright, here we go, here we go. Getting around this island this way. Yes, this is better. At least it's swamp now as well, not plains. Alright, so I think I can get through here. Yeah, we're on the way. How much darker did it even make it? I can't see. I think we'll be right. Whew. No, it doesn't. It's because I've got my blinds open. So, yeah, it's not as big as a deal as usual. There's the Aussie sun's coming in. Alright. So, if we go down there, this should work. Famous last words and everything. It'll be okay. You haven't slept yet? Wait, how long have you been awake? It's 8 AM here, which is like the earliest it can be in Australia. For you, it could be like 11 AM if you're over east. You just been up all night? We always have that when we start a new Kaisenheim season, though. It always surprises me. Some people will play like 24, 36 hours straight. I'm like, guys, please go to bed. That'd be pretty fun, Iowa. Get someone else to join us. Is this more planes? In what world? Alright, I think if we head around here, we can... 2 AM for you in South Africa? Never been to South Africa. Kind of want to visit. Kind of terrified of visiting. You know, you hear some things. Playing Valheim, then you start watching this. Fair enough. You must have been playing Valheim pretty late, though. Because you're in Oz, right? No, no work for you today, Ninja? South Australia? Yeah, okay. So what's it there, like 10 a.m., something like that? So for me, it's 12 minutes past 8 in the morning. Yeah. So I started the stream at like 6 a.m. or something. Not working at the moment. Fair enough. Making the most of it by all the gaming. Love to see it. Yeah. 7:11 p.m. Yeah, it's like 12 hours. That's what I'm saying. Like the jet lag from me being in New York. Like in New York right now, I think it's like 8 p.m. or something. So my body is all over the shop. It's kind of helpful though, because I've been waking up at 4 a.m. every day, and I have to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. Oh, a fish just jumped over my boat. That was kind of cool. Yeah, I've got an early flight tomorrow over to... Wait, is that a serpent? No, it's a little fish. A little fishy. Early flight to Melbourne tomorrow, so I should wake up for it without too many problems. But now it's gone a bit darker. At least I can kind of see what I'm doing. I mean, I guess this is good for future exploring. We know there's like planes and stuff around here. I'm trying to figure out on the map where the hell I am though. This doesn't like... So let's have a look. So from my spawn island, if you come that way... Yeah, we need to go down a bit in the world, I think. So let's see. We need to be... Wait, no, go forwards. But let's go that way. This would be good. Whoa, look at that fish! How high up in the air that jumped. Yeah, so if we head... Come on now, let's go. We'll head down this way. I think I just got the original bearings a bit wrong and then it messed me up a bit. But this should help. So if we're there... But then where the hell is that? Oh, man. Alright, I'm getting pretty lost here. Yeah, Serpent Stew's pretty awesome. Serpents do have some really useful drops. I used to really like their shield. Oh, talking of which. Hey, dude. Right. Rather not run into a plains while it's doing this. Oh, damn. Hold on. 5 hours is not enough. We need to go. And I can't beach here because this is plains. So I need to just get away from you. This is not good. Yeah, I might actually die here. Okay, let's have a look. Plains, swamp. I'm not sure I can make it back to. Oh dear. Alright. I think this outruns him with the wind with us. So right now, we just need to go with the wind. And we can beach if we find like a meadows, swamp maybe. Black forest would be fine, but yeah, not beaching on a plains. It has become daytime at least. And we are sort of heading in the right direction. We need to go this way, but we do need to come down a bit first, so... Did we lose him? I think we did. Alright, so we want to head more around this way, around the islands. Cool. And... I can... Didn't mean to do that. I can put this back on. Bosh. There we go. Thanks, Ninja. Hey, Lemoy. It's just the idea of starting a forever world. So we start this world, and then whenever we want to come back and play Valheim, we just revisit this world. And it's not a series that I'm going to show every small detail of everything I do. Sometimes I'll come on here and play just for fun when I got a couple of hours to myself and I want to play Valheim. Sometimes I'll do what I'm doing today, and we'll do some live streams of it. I've done several videos on it. But I want this to be the world that I complete 1.0 in. And keep revisiting and building. Late game, it'll be more about building projects once we've completed all the bosses. Yeah, so it's a world you have and you keep going forever, and hopefully in 10 years I'll still have this world and we'll come back every now and again and stream it or whatever. I wonder what I'll be doing in 10 years. I wonder what content I'll be making. Wonder if my channel will be still active and still going. Hopefully. Hopefully. You never know. My life now is vastly different to what it was 10 years ago. And I feel like I'm a very different person to what I was 10 years ago, so... it's not out of early access yet. We've got our eye on February the 2nd, 2026, just because that would be the 5-year anniversary, and they are working on the 1.0 update right now. So I got a feeling they might do it then. And that would be cool. Only a few months away. But yeah, there's no confirmed date from them yet. We're not expecting them to release the date, because they don't typically do that. But you can join the public test branch, which I'm in, and that will get you there. It will get you early access to it to do the testing. I assume they're going to do a public test branch for it and not just go straight into full release. No, not this world surface. I'll keep this world going. So all we're going to do is make sure we avoid the deep north, which is up here. And as long as we don't load in those biomes, we should be okay. The other thing as well is, so they might add things to biomes we have explored, such as, you know, the meadows, plains, whatever. But we're not going to explore like every meadows and every plains and stuff before 1.0 comes out. So as long as we go to new unexplored areas with every previous update, that has been good enough that it will load in the new content. Another thing as well is the biomes we have currently loaded. So I've got like a meadows biome loaded, for example. Let's say they do a big overhaul to meadows. Well, then it's kind of cool because it's like a little... We can go to the one we've currently loaded and see how it used to be, and then also go to the new one, and it's on the same world. So I don't fear the 1.0 update being a problem. Worst comes to worst, and it is a problem, I would have to start a new Forever World, which I don't want to do, and I'm hoping is not going to be the case, and I really don't think will be the case. But if it is, it's not the end of the world. It is the end of the world. It's not a big problem for me. I mean... You know, I basically, this is what I do, right? Make content, so just make more content. But I don't think that'll happen. I really don't. Oh, okay, 10. So, you're just here to check out the game and see if it's for you. There are a wealth of Valheim videos on YouTube. I've made a ton of them myself, but there's some other great creators out there as well that have made a lot, so... Yeah, you can definitely get a good feel for the game before you buy it, if that's what you're looking for. Obviously, I would recommend it, but I'm somewhat biased. Yes, we will. So when 1.0 comes out, we're starting a Forever server. So for people who join the Kaisenheim server, that would just be... So right now, if you join Kaisenheim, you get 2 servers. Access to 2 servers, which is Seasonheim, which is a modded thing with seasons and a few fun games and stuff, and a few differences to just normal Valheim. And then we've got the normal Kaisenheim, which is basically a vanilla server. We just add in some quality of life mods and things that make sense for servers when we've got, because we have like 80 people at times playing, so we need to add some things like extra resources and stuff, and we do some resets of dungeons and stuff like that. And then when 1.0 comes out, we're going to do a Forever server, because I thought that'd be kind of cool. So we'll start it up, and everyone will have the ability to play on there forever. It will just keep running for, well, forever, I don't know, until I die or something. So yeah. The level mechanic for the skills piques my interest. I'm very much a survival gamer. Yeah, so, where is it up here? We've got all the different skills up here. I think I've unlocked most of them. Maybe not all of them just yet. Some later game ones that I don't have, but I won't give too many spoilers and things with that, just in case you don't want them. So skills matter in Valheim. I wouldn't say they're super important though. Oh, what do you guys think? We've got a lot of Valheim players in the chat here. How important do you think skills are in Valheim? I'm interested to see, because I've never thought they're that big of a deal. It's not like you have to be level, say, 20 mining before you can mine copper or something like that. It doesn't unlock stuff. It just makes you get better drop rates and faster, less stamina use, stuff like that. I don't know. That's cool to know, Little Crispy. Little Crispy. Funny name. Just me? Alright. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming into streams and stuff in the last few that I've done, I've noticed, that are new to the game. Drop rates stay the same. Well, not for farming and cooking the winter, right? You can, as you level up your skill, you got a chance to get extra drops. Is that true of mining or not? I'm not sure. There are skills where the drop rates go up. Not all of them though. Winter, you need to stay off your ankle. I found the solution for you, sir. If you get into Valheim game, be warned, you might lose track of time and have countless hours in it. This is true. This is very true. Where the hell am I? I'm sorry, I'm just like sailing along. Right. So we've got plains next to Black Forest. I'm just looking at my map on the thing here. Wait, what? What? I'm so confused. I don't know. This is... Okay, so that's... Right, that's where I spawned. I've come over here. Plains next to Black Forest. Wait, does that mean... If that's the Black Forest... Is that another Black Forest over there? Okay. Alright, I think we're heading towards a big mountain biome. Let's hope so. That's what we're trying to do. Gotta fight Moda. Which is a fun fight as well. I like Moda. She's a tough boss. There we go. Not like crazy tough though. It's just fun doing the aerial fight with her and shooting her and stuff. I like the archery in the game. So I think this island in front of us is going to have Mistlands. And a small mountain biome. Like a really small mountain biome. And then also a big mountain biome. There's a Leviathan over there, but he can wait. Yeah, look, that's mountains in the background of that island. So I'm on, yeah, that's plan B, I guess. This one's bigger, so I wanted to go here. Also, we need to do the Black Forest first, because Muppet forgot to bring any cores. And, oh wait, I can make a portal. Shit. I can make a portal, but I can't use it. I got nothing I can portal back to. My portal game has been weak today. There is fishing, actually, 10, and fishing used to be really basic, but it got an update about a year ago or something, and it's really complex now. You have to explore basically the whole map to catch all the different fish, and there are some incredibly rare fish. Yeah, look, some fish right here. Speak of the devils. And you need all different types of bait and a lot of patience, and yeah. So yes, there is. You guys want to see fishing? Maybe I can do some fishing for you guys in a bit. It's not something I do tons of in Valheim, but it is a newer thing now, so there might be more to do with it. I haven't done much since the update, I guess. Okay, so let's see. We're going to leave our boat here. New people, always make a note of where your boat is, because the game will not tell you by default, and you will forget. And it is annoying. Alright. So I need cores for the portal. I can make a portal, and then I can come back to it. At least, right? But we will have to sail back. Which, if we get dragon eggs, we'll need to sail them anyway as it goes. So, it's not necessarily the end of the world. Does it tell me when my ads are going to roll? It does, okay. So I might better time that better in the future. But just going to BRB real quick, guys. 2 secs. Half a fish. Yes, so people on my server like to troll me quite a lot and troll my base and stuff. This is allowed. It's kind of funny. Pufferfish trolls happened a lot. Ah, yes, Twisted, yeah. Wait, yeah, there we go. So you can hide the HUD. This is super useful when doing screenshots. You know about dev commands and free fly and stuff as well, right? Because that will really help your screenshot game. Alright, let's go get some cores in the burial chamber. One of my favorite dungeons in Valheim. Very simple. Once you get a little way into the game like I am, you know, pretty easy and what have you. Hi, as I say that, I open the door to that. But giving you cores, which is a big progression point. And, I don't know, I've always really liked them. Alright, there we go. Might as well get that while we're here. Get all this loot that we can't get elsewhere. Actually, some more arrows isn't a bad thing either. Being shot at right now. How rude. Alright. Hey guys. You know what? You're not even worth my time to kill. I'll just shut the door and you can live in there. So we got the cores we need to make a portal. We still need firewood, which might be a problem. We'll see. And as we head more this way, let's fight the troll. There we go. That was a good headshot when he wasn't looking. Oh, I just realized I'm using up arrows that I don't have. That's clever, isn't it? I need more arrows. I'm using them up. Hey, you destroyed a blueberry bush. It's just rude. And... oh, what as if you missed, you muppet. Character's fault, not mine. And... there we go. He dead. Do I want his drops? I suppose I should get them. Look at that booty. Big old troll booty. Alright, here we go. We get some coins from him as well. So we're starting to fill up a bit, which is not good. Now, we do have our wolf cape on, so we can run into the mountains. Do I want to set up a portal? No, let's just explore. I just need to not die, which hasn't always been my strongest point. Need to regen some stamina. Actually, Eikther ability will really help us here as well. The running and jumping. Let's go. Go, go, go. There we are. So we're looking for an ice cave, or Moda's spawn point. We could just bump into it, which would be kind of nice. Not going to hold my breath on that one. Ah, wolves. Okay. So, yeah, I don't want to waste arrows, but shooting a wolf in advance, not a bad idea. You know, in theory, if I could. There we go. Then the other one comes at us, but we only have to fight one at a time, which is nice. Little tip for wolves, by the way, guys. As soon as you hear them growl, that's when you right-click for your parry. Assuming you're using a parry shield, not just a block shield. Yeah, it works pretty good. Because when they growl, the slight delay you'll have in your reaction time. What the hell was that? Alright, okay. Sorry, something weird just happened. Oh wait, this is the small mountain biome. Right, okay, so there's a small one, then there's a big one. Yeah, this is a small little clump of nothing. Can hear more wolves. Should probably turn the music down for this a bit. Can you guys hear the in-game sounds? So we're just killing them to get them out of the way. We don't want their drops. We're going to crack on with what we're doing. You can? Okay, good. I have my volume levels different to the output. I've not found a good way of doing this yet, and I really should. So I can hear it at the same level that you guys do. Not much. Did that? Hold on. Oh, jeez, hold on. I realize it's real loud. Just bear with me. Well, you can hear him now. Alright. That might be slightly better now. Alright. Let me know if that's too loud. I didn't quite mean to do it like that, but now I'm getting attacked by a horde. So, is there going to be... oh, that's plains over there, hey. Yeah, we don't want to go that way. That's perfect. That's what we like to hear. Man, look at how full our inventory's got on there. Alright. Well, this is why we like the dagger, because we can just go through these guys. There's like 20 of them fighting us. I hate griddles so much. They literally give us nothing that we want. And they are a pain to fight. There we go. Alright, cool. Sounds better than before. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I need to just figure out a way of hearing it in real time. Alright, we got a lot of crap on us that we don't even need. Now, let me see. If I go back to this map a second. So, we are on that island. That's the little clump of crap. How is the plains that way? What? So, the plains was like over here. Ah, we need to head like this way, I think. Yeah, okay, cool. Turning nighttime as well, which is not ideal. Plains would give us... it's a troll now. Plains would give us the fine wood that we need for the portal, so there is that. Hey, dude. And he's gone. Stag break would be nice. It would be nice. Yeah, I don't call them Karens anymore, Winter. I stopped doing that because I now have a girlfriend called Karen. But to be fair, it kind of makes it funnier. Perhaps I should still call them Karens. Right, here's the big mountain biome. Just take care of these dudes. There you go. Alright. So, if we can find dragon eggs, or we can find Moda, then we're happy. Going around at night time in the mountains, a bit more tricky. More difficult mobs. Oh, Mistlands. Okay, interesting. So, it's not actually very helpful, this. It's just reducing my visibility in the mountains. And I really don't want to die here. But we are at least in the right spot. Now, if we carry on through here, we should be able to get through the Mistlands and just into the mountainous area. But this isn't the best way of doing this. Ah, good. And that's why. Alright. Try and take him out with a parry. There you go. Got him on the third hit. Oh, shit. Okay, I thought I killed him. And he was still alive. So, obviously I hadn't killed him. But, we're through. Vegvisor can be found in ruins too. That is true. Okay, there's going to be a dragon egg up there because the drakes are here. But I just don't have any blimmin' arrows. Which is also a problem. More wolves. Why didn't I bring portal mats? Why am I such a noob? Alright, we cannot afford to miss like a single shot on these drakes. Alright, hit that one. That's good. Those wolves are howling, but they're not coming at us. Alright, it's gonna just leave him alive, right? How far into the game would you say you are? I haven't played or watched anything on it. So the mountain biome is technically the fourth biome. You start in the meadows, then see, there's a dragon egg, by the way. Then Black Forest, swamp, and then mountains, and then after that we've got plains, Mistlands, Ashlands, and Deep North when it releases for the full update. Just not yet. One arrow left. Is this going to be enough? I'm not sure. Also, I can't really pick up this dragon egg anyway, can I? Is there a way of killing... I've never hit a drake before, so it's kind of about 40% of the way through, I would say. Alright, so I want this one here to make a note that there's a dragon egg there. We can always come back for it later. Oh, look at that. There we go. I've never done that before. So you can actually run up and jump and hit them. Alright, I could really do with making a portal, couldn't I? Even a chest or something just to get rid of all this stuff. That's a stone golem, isn't it? We can fight a stone golem, I guess. Let's see. Oh, jeez. Okay, this isn't great. Because there's more. Alright, he's good. We're good. Come on in. Alright, parry works well. So, yeah, I guess we'll just fight this dude, will we? Might as well, while we're here. Isn't that a stone golem? I was waiting for the golem to come up and he didn't. Okay, I guess that's not a stone golem. Yeah, it's just rock. Okay. My bad. Wait, ice cave, right? Is that an ice cave around there? Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That's a rock? My bad. Such a noob. Oh, wolf. Hey. There we go. Well, we're getting a lot of drops at least. I guess this is an exploration mission. Let me just head back. Is there plains? Sorry, meadows on this island? What island is it? That one there. No, there is a meadows on the other one. So we could get birch trees from there. Because going up there is going to be difficult, and we're like full inventory and stuff. Where's my boat at? Kind of a trek, but we can get to it that way. Which would be mostly through Black Forest anyway. I think we might have to do that. Alright. Gonna cut my losses here. At least this way I don't... Well, hopefully I don't die. So, Remembrance Shrine. Okay. Well, it was a stone golem. I was just being prepared, just in case. Oh boy. I cannot see a thing. Oh, this is Mistlands. Okay, I definitely don't want to be in there. Because that is instant death for me at this stage of the game. Let's go back the way we came. Oh, jeez, I can hear Seekers. Oh, no, please. Please don't come for me. I can't even see anything. This is horrible. This is not a good place to die. Stream ends if I die here, I think. So, cannot be asked to go through all this again. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we're going to be okay now. Just hearing those Seekers was scary. Oh, they're good. There's a bear. Wonderful. Can I just outrun it? Oh boy. Didn't sound like it was outrunning it. Sorry, he's fighting other things. He's busy. Oh, man. Yeah, that was a little bit scary, and we definitely could have died there. If a Seeker got anywhere near us, we're pretty much going to die, I would say. Like, I don't think I could have fought my way out of that one. This is a problem, right? So I'm trying to get to a mountains biome to do some exploring and gathering, and my inventory fills up before I can even get there, you know? And this is where, like, the backpack and the inventory argument, to me, really comes in. It's like, what is the point? If you can't even explore the biome you're setting out to explore because you fill up before you get there. So that's one annoyance. One strong reason, I would say, for having more inventory space. Because I need most of the stuff that I brought with me as well. So your inventory starts like a third full, almost, by the time you've got your food and your armor. Your Meganiord and stuff. Yeah, that's true, Iowa. It's just at the moment I don't have the Wisp Light, so I can't see through that fog. And so if I had to fight a Seeker in the dark with this armor and weapons, I don't know, I'd probably die. Do you find yourself doing big jumps of things, thinking you have a feather cape on? Can't say I do. I'm not used to having a feather cape. I don't usually make it that far in the game. There should be birch trees in the Black Forest. That'd be nice. Yeah, no, I don't really do that one, Twisted. But it's funny that you do. Sorry to say. Sorry to laugh at your pain, but it is a little bit funny, that one. Just grab these as I'm passing through them. How much is following me right now? Okay, actually not too bad. Alright. If we get to the boat, there's a meadows near here where I can go and get materials to make up a portal so that we'll only have to do the boat trip once instead of twice. Okay. There is a bit of a horde coming now. So, and this as well, like where you kill these grey dwarfs and it's just to get them out of your way and stop them destroying your boat and your portal and stuff. There's no useful drops from them once you get to, like, I'm not even late game, like midway through the game. That's frustrating as well. Got a bit of wood here. Yeah, I can actually load the boat up with a lot of stuff as well, to be fair. Talking about inventory issues. So let's just go do that. But we still need the mats to make up the portal. You know, actually, can I get this? Let's just start backing out. So, once you jump off a boat, it'll stay in place, right? It just stays where it is. But if I start backing out into the ocean, because this is where we need to go, and then I come up here and start using the storage, it will keep backing out for me, so we can start heading the way we want to head. Alright, everything we don't need. Which is pretty much everything. But see this here? This is just like basic weapons, tools, stuff like that. That's how full my inventory is, just to go to a place, right? So I've got like 50% of my inventory is taken up. I mean, even if we say, right, you don't necessarily need that, and that, right? So just pretend that one's not there. It's still like at least 30% of your inventory. And I'd argue that a lot of this stuff you kind of do need as well. So, yeah, that's the silly thing about it, really. Right, so that island there should just be across the way. let's do a little reverse maneuver here. A little turn around. To my knowledge, Con, the Lox Cape is not going to make it harder for enemies to see you compared to the Wolf Cape, no. There are certain armor sets that will give you the ability to sneak, like Troll Armor makes you more sneaky, so I think enemies won't hear you from like an extra 20% or something like that. It says if you hover over the armor. But yeah, to my knowledge, I don't think that's a thing in terms of the color of the cape or whatever, no. Right, so it should be about like here somewhere. Basically, so we need to head a bit more that way. They are bringing me eyes for my portal, that is true. How many did we get, actually? Enough? Oh, I didn't pick any up. See, my inventory was full. There we go. Inventory problems, guys, right? They're everywhere. Stamina and health potions are a pretty good idea, Colin, as well. If I was really playing and trying to make it work, I would have those, but yeah, again, so then you could argue they're pretty essential, more inventory space taken up. The thing is as well, I just don't get why they're so against adding some extra inventory for us, right? Hold on, what am I doing here? Oh, that's Black Forest, that means I'm there. So let's go this way. I'll go around this way, I can get to a meadows without going by a plains, which sounds lovely. Yeah, I don't see what the downside is to add in extra inventory. Does it make the game easier? I mean, a little. I think it's more it just cuts down on a huge amount of time that you have to spend going between chests and things. You can carry more on you, right? So, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe, like, there's some sort of inventory extension that's coming with 1.0 in the Deep North, and they want to wait for that. You know, or something linked to that. If so, I don't know why they don't just come out and say that, though, because there's been so many complaints about it. Like, let me just check something real quick here. In my studio. My YouTube studio thing, I mean. So, where did I cover the update? Right. So, I had over 400 comments on an update video I did, and I noticed there were a lot about inventory. So, you know, like, from that many comments, the fact that I kept seeing that coming up, because I'm not seeing every comment when it's that many, because it's in a short space of time that I got them. I'm not seeing every comment, and I still notice, like, so many people are talking about inventory stuff. And I think as well, go to my channel here, I ran a poll about the update, because I said before, one of the devs asked me to... Right, so there's a poll here about what do you think about trinkets, right? And there were several comments on there that talked about inventory slots as well. Yeah, literally. So I'll show you. This was the poll, right? 989 votes. Asking about adrenaline and trinkets and stuff. Nothing here about inventory, but second comment down there. Inventory slots would be nice. There we go. More loot capacity. Right, there you go. Inventory slots. See what I mean? Like, so you can go and do this yourself if you really care. But so much stuff about it. So this is a big ask from the community. Like, from the comments I've seen in general over the years on Valheim and stuff. This is one of the biggest things. I really don't get why they're so against it. I don't know. Well, yeah, this would be kind of interesting. Let's put it out to you guys, right? What is the best argument you can make as to why they shouldn't add extra inventory space? We try and look at this from both points of view, right? So, what's a great argument as to, like, yeah, no, you don't want to add extra inventory because what? You know, maybe we're missing something here. Yeah, I think so, Jingles. Just taking the armor out of it would be huge, because that's 4 slots, isn't it? Food, debatable. But you can get like a little food pouch or something that you can make. It costs money. Maybe it deteriorates to a point where it just dies and you have to make a new one. And so you're constantly using mats to do it or something like that. It's too much work for them. I don't think it is though, right? We're not talking about adding in a whole new biome or something like that. I don't think it's too much work, surely. Yeah, Ninja, that's fine. There's mods for it. I get that. I don't think you should have to use mods just to have a decent level of inventory management in a game. Inventory management is such a fundamental part of a survival game. I don't think mods is the answer. I'm trying to think of, like, genuinely, what's a good reason for them to not add it to the base game. You know? They should add it to the game. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, I mean, well, they could do it in a ton of different ways. That, you know, I don't think anyone really cares how they do it. I mean, it's more just the fact that it's kind of a blanket no to them doing it at all that people get annoyed about, I think. Because I don't know, like, to me the argument is like, oh, maybe it makes the game too simple, too easy. I don't think so. You know, it's too fast to play. None of them really stack up for me. But we are lucky that there are a ton of mods in Valheim. So, shout out to the modders who do this, you know, really just because they enjoy it. It's not like they're getting... I mean, some of them do take donations and stuff, which, fair enough. But, like, it's kind of like me with streaming. You do it, and if you get a donation, it's a bonus, but there's no guarantee of that. And so... yeah, they just do it because they want to, and they've done some awesome things for the game. So yeah, big shout out to those guys. Yeah, exactly, Jingles, you know. It's weird that your inventory stays static the whole playthrough. It's also weird... alright, we have enough of that now. It's also weird that they have kept the same inventory size since almost 5 years ago now, when they first made the game. Despite adding in tons of extra stuff that you kind of need to have on your person at all times. Like the trinkets being a big one recently. But, I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. Stardew lets you expand. Minecraft lets you expand as well. Obviously, in Minecraft, they added in satchel things. I can't think what they're called now. Those things. But even before that, they gave you shulker boxes, right, which was basically backpacks. So, yeah. Many other games have had ways of doing this. I wish I did, Jingles. I wish I did. No, I have to set the portal, and then I have to go home and rename it. So, yeah. It's annoying, but it is what it is. It's been a sailing stream. I didn't realize there would be this much sailing on the stream, but it's okay, there is. Thank you, Rasad. Yes, bundles. Yeah, oops indeed, Jingles. Me being me. It's okay. I can't get used to bundles in Minecraft. Yeah, me neither, Surface. I'm too old school. When I first started playing Minecraft, food didn't stat. There was no enchanting. There was no end dimension. Like, yeah. I started playing Minecraft back when God was a little boy. That's how long ago that was. This year would have been like 15 or 16 years ago I started playing Minecraft. I think I was 18. I was 18 or 19 when I started playing, so it's got to be at least 15 years. Boy, do I feel old right now. Ninja says, you can just tell by the way the game progresses, Irongate kind of wants it to feel like hell on earth. I mean, what demonic mind dreamt up the Mistlands? They certainly want it to be very difficult, I would say. But I think there's a big difference between a game being hard and a game being too grindy. And sometimes Valheim leans toward the latter. And I think one of the best things that they ever added was the ability to modify your world. So you can have double resources, you can portal any material you want, things like that. Because I've used this before, this idea, but you know, someone who's working 2 jobs to put food on the table for their 2 kids that they've got to take to soccer practice and school and everything else. They want to sit down and do a bit of Valheim. They do not want to grind for an hour just to get some iron back to their base, right? That's not fun for them. They don't have the same amount of free time as everybody else. Like, it's nice that they have the option to just teleport that iron back to their base and build the nice things they want to build to enjoy the game they've bought. So I think that was a huge win when they added that into the game. And I think that the grind is unnecessarily long with certain things and unnecessarily complicated. Jingles, that would be awesome actually, yeah. Yeah, I like that idea. Or even just something that's really expensive and difficult to craft, but when you place it, clears the mist in that Mistlands biome. Or in a much larger area at the very least, so you could build a Mistlands base and actually see, you know, you've been grinding out like 50 hours to build a nice base, and then you can see a few meters of it at a time. It sucks. So yeah, I think more mist clearing would be a good idea. Surface Healer, happy birthday for yesterday. You're a good bit older than me. Do you care to share your age? I understand if you don't. And, you know, it's not even about feeling old. I think it's just that feeling of how quickly time seems to pass, you know? That's the big thing. Yours was the 23rd? Wow, we got a lot of birthdays here. So mine was the 18th. Anyone else on the 18th of October? Do I have a birthday twin here? Oh, congratulations on your 5-6. I just turned 3-4. There we go. We're counting up together there. 3, 4, 5, 6 together. 3rd of October. There we go. It's a lot of October birthdays. I swear there just are a lot of October birthdays, though. When I was a kid, I had a lot of people that were born in the same month as me, at least. Passes quicker as you get older. I know, right? And I'm noticing that every year. Billy Connolly's like, oh, you think your life's passing by right now? Wait till you get to your like 60. He said on stage when he was 60. He's like, a year in my life now is like, happy birthday to you. Should all acquaintance be forgot? Jingle bells. He's like, well, that's it. The year's gone. Like, just like that. It's scary. Got a 10th. We got a 49-year-old. Your daughter's was the 6th, and your son's the 19th. All in all, you know, I'm going to chat GPT this. What is the most common birth month? If I can spell birth right, although I probably would have realised. I'm asking ChatGPT. Apparently September. So mid-September tends to have the highest number of births each year. September is the 9th month, so people get in... Ah, New Year's Eve. Yeah, New Year's Eve, guys. I think we figured it out. That's where it starts. That midnight kiss. As the lyrics in one of my favourite songs ever goes, it started out with a kiss. How did it end up like this? Was only a kiss. Was only a kiss. Anyone else love Mr. Brightside? Just weird, Mr. Brightside. It's one of my favourite songs. I absolutely love it. I never really listen to it on my own. But like, if it comes on when I'm out, I'm hitting up the dance floor straight away. It's one of those. Oh, we need more eyes. Okay. A New Year bang. Yeah, exactly. The fireworks be banging, but some other things be banging too, I think. Just waiting for the ball to drop. Yeah, I love that. Alright, come on. February and March are cold months and people are bored when it's cold. Maybe that's why Australia only has a population of like 20 million. Whereas colder places like the UK has like 70 and France has 70. Nothing else to do. Could be. I wonder if there's actually something to that though in terms of survival, where if it's colder climate, people are more likely to have a stronger desire to reproduce because more of their offspring are likely to die because it's colder. It could be a thing, you never know. Some weird things happen. I think, wasn't it after World War II where the birth rate changed and it was like 75% male, whereas it's usually around 50-50, of course? And a load of men died in World War II, obviously, and then all of a sudden loads were being born. I think that's the thing. Might be one of those little urban myths that you hear or something. I worked this weekend, and all of us in the room had birthdays within the week. Even the patients coming in had birthdays in the 2-week period. It was weird. Yeah, something fishy going on here. Well, I think, you know, yeah, the New Year bang. The ball drop is never now not going to have a second meaning. Well, to all you Octoberites out there, happy birthday to you all. Ah, good, a bear. Alright. It's not a 2-star, so it's not going to be as bad. Well, it's not great, this, to be honest. Did I eat those? Yeah, okay. Alright. Might as well use this up as well. Alright, let's fight the bear now. Hey, dude. Hey. Bosh, there we go. Come on now. There he goes. Now we'll get these bear drops on him here, I think. Yeah, Jingles, 75% might be a little high. Maybe it was like 60 or something. But I think it was like, it went up like a significant amount at that time or something. Something was going on there. Ezpez, exactly, Ninja. It makes a huge difference, that there, when we're fighting the 2-star earlier. That was wildly difficult. Although he did get scared of us and just despawn. Alright, there's another one. I mean, I can barely get through this Black Forest. Ha ha ha. Come on. So, oh, okay, that didn't work. Yeah, I'm just waiting for parries because it makes such a difference. This is how I recommend you fight bears. Oh yeah, as I say that, I just take massive damage. So when he does that one, just get out of the way. If he comes at you with one claw, you can parry. When he tries to bite you, you gotta be like careful to see that one. Be a little tricky. Like that. Yeah, the bite always gets me because I'm waiting for the arm to go up and then it just doesn't. I got enough health to stay in here for a minute. Oh, jeez, okay. Maybe some dodge rolls until I regen some health. Come on now. Didn't mean to jump. I was trying to dodge roll. Alright, we got a bit of health back. If I can parry him, it'll just get rid of him quicker. So, there we go. Just come fight him in a bit of a better terrain area here as well. Also, like, if you're trying to parry, you're always better to err on the side of blocking a bit early, because then you're still going to get some kind of blocking, and sometimes you can actually block all of the damage rather than taking the hits. We've got a few new people in here, so I thought I'd mention that. I got this trinket here, Heart of the Forest, so basically it increases my health regen when it activates. I find that one to be pretty good, because like not dying is really nice in Valheim. So that's the thinking behind that. I haven't looked tons into the trinkets available to me at this point. Obviously they're still quite new to the game. And we've only got certain ones unlocked at this stage of our playthrough. I actually need to find great... This is like policemen. They're never here when you want them. They're always there when you don't, right? I need some Great Fires. We've got to get up to 10 just to make this portal. So we can set that up and then come back here and get more dragon eggs and such in the future. Anyone home? Skeletons aren't of much use to us. You know, if I was trying to mine right now, there'd be Greydorse everywhere, I swear. Alright, here we go. There's a spawner here. This will do us. Hey, guys. Yeah, the Monty Python Black Knight scene is great, hey. Alright, there we go. We're up to 7. Come on now. Let's have some more. Haven't played in a few months. I've been watching tons of videos lately, so the call to play has been real. Yeah, it's interesting that, you know, creators and developers have a real symbiotic relationship, because the better the game they make and the more updates they do and stuff, then the more views we get. But also the more people watch us play games, the more it makes people want to play games, and even inspires people to create their own content, which gets even more people, you know. And that's why, like, I've spoken with tons of developers in the last few years. Sometimes it's sponsorship, sometimes it's just general chatting about games, and they might give me a free key, or I might cover it, or whatever. And you get a real range. Like, some developers are really friendly and want to work with you. Others just seem like so against creators, you know, and they'll even like make content themselves about a game rather than giving keys out to creators or sponsoring creators and stuff. And look, I get like people have different budgets, right? And so if people don't want to sponsor content, I completely get that, because like there's a lot of indie developers out there who don't have the budget or the interest in doing sponsorships. But I think like you can still work with creators in other ways. You can give out keys, or you can give them early access, or give them like guides to the game or whatever. KM2, that's what we'll do for that one. You know, there's all this sort of stuff, but some developers seem really against that, and they'll just do the content themselves, which is kind of odd to me. But there we go. Surface says, I find I watch more than I play. I don't feel like I'm a very good player. I mean, I don't think there's a bad way of playing this game. If you enjoy it, that's all that really matters, right? Being good at the game, I think, is really subjective, especially in Valheim. I mean, you can be good at combat, you can be good at building, you can be good at, like, farming or exploring or whatever. There's so many different ways of playing this game. I'd also say as well, don't fall into the trap of, like, when you watch videos, like, of creators, we are editing those videos first, and you're not seeing everything. Believe me, I do a lot of stupid stuff. Well, if you watch my streams, you'd know that anyway, right? Like, I do a lot of stupid stuff, but that stuff gets edited out, so you're seeing us kind of at our best, right? So, we probably, when you watch videos, people probably look a lot better at the game than they are. But it's kind of what I was saying before about when Valheim added in the ability to modify the worlds and such, and how I thought that was a big win. And it's like, again, it comes back to playing the game in a way that you want to play it. Ah, hold on a second. If I get a dragon egg, I need to boat it, don't I? They won't portal. Huh, okay. Right, so in that case, this kind of changes it, right? I should go get a dragon egg to bring back with me. So they're worth 300, so I can just about carry one right now. You know what, that's lighter than that. In case I pick some stuff up on the way. That is lighter than all of that. The rocks here are super heavy. The Santa hat is not. Alright, so we should go get one egg to bring with us. If you guys don't make a video about it, then it doesn't get a lot of PR. I've bought a lot of games because I've seen creators play first. Yeah, I think if you're looking at buying a new game these days, who doesn't? Oh wait, should I? I'm really in two minds about this. How far back is it? It's a bit of a way. See, it's turning nighttime as well. I'm gonna go for it, I guess. We just have to get to there. I think we can get there. Let's go for it. It's unfortunate I don't have any arrows. Yeah, who doesn't buy a game without looking at a video first and seeing the gameplay, right? Do I hate is when game trailers don't show you any gameplay? Like, I get you want to make nice cinematics and promote the game and stuff, you know, and you kind of promoting the lore and the idea behind the game, but at least include some gameplay as well. I'll always watch first. I play with a good group, says Surface, that plays well with all levels, so I got enough playing to make me happy. There you go. As long as you're enjoying it, like I say, that's all that matters. I definitely think playing with other people is adds to the experience. I've always been critical of the way that Valheim has neglected the multiplayer experience, because I think that it's a real way of keeping people engaged long term. If you've got them playing with friends. And I feel like the Valheim multiplayer experience could be a lot better than it is. We love that, Jingles. There we go, guys. Right, there's a testimonial from Jingles. Join Kaisenheim. You are guaranteed to get better at Valheim. Not actually a guarantee. Terms and conditions apply. Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people have said they've enjoyed playing on the servers, and it adds another dimension to the game, and they learn things and stuff. And it's not just me saying it because I stand to gain out of it. It has genuinely been said. I think Ninja and Jingles have their own conversation going on here about maths, and I didn't follow it the whole way through, so I don't know what's going on with that one. But you guys aren't chatting to me, I don't think, right? Because otherwise I've been ignoring the whole thing. Yeah, well, hopefully I can just pick it up and carry it, because we've got enough space to at the minute. I'm gonna just try. This is just a rescue mission. Get one egg, get back to the base with it. Job done. This won't be a wasted journey then. And we might never have to come back here. We've got a portal set up so that we can if we want to. Actually, so I still need to find Moda's location. So we might be coming back here just for that. If I press escape for... Oh, I can't do that. I need to get the map. Alright, I'll show you guys on the journey home. Alright, so we want to avoid the Mistlands as best we can. So last time we just came up this way. Try and save my stamina where I can as well, because that's a big thing. We don't want to get caught short if we have to run away. Listening out for wolves. Hoping we don't bump into any wolves. Alright, let's get our shield out, because I just heard a seeker. And that could be the difference between life and death if we can just block. If we can just get through this misty bit, that's the thing. When that clears, there we go. Right, huge difference. Cool. So now the egg is literally just up here. Hopefully the drakes haven't respawned. Looks like they have not. So we pick it up. There. Bosh. And now we go back to the boat. You guys talking about the probability that someone will be born on the same day as you? Because it's like if you ask 28 people or something, the probability is like 70 or 80% that 2 of them will be born on the same day. That whole thing. Because yeah, that's weird, but kind of cool. I'm trying to just run through this mist, making the most of the downhill speed. There we go, back into the Black Forest. Now back round to the boat. I wonder what the least common day for someone to be born on is. Maybe it's Christmas Day. What a coincidence that Jesus was born on Christmas Day, by the way, right? Oh, jeez. I was looking at my chat and there's a bear. Don't want to have to fight you in the dark. I don't know if I can outrun you or not. Alright. What happened to the bear? A load of Raiders chasing me. I'm not sure where the bear's gone. Alright. Alright, Jingles. Alright. Very clever. 100% right. I wonder what the second most unlikely day is. That was very good. Jingles is super smart. You have 3 family members that share your birthday? Man. Does your family have like a procreation day? Like, right, today's the day we're gonna, you know, make things happen. Yeah, hat trick. The bears are awesome, but they're dangerous as well. They're cool, but they're scary. Oh, hey. Alright, well, at least get your drops off you if you're going to be so rude as to attack me like that. Bears are okay at this stage of the game, but for the first time entry into the Black Forest, they're a nightmare. Yeah, 100%. I think as well, like, if you're new to the game, yeah, when I first was doing Black Forest, I was struggling enough with the trolls whilst fighting Grey Dwarfs and everything else. so I don't know how I'd have done against the bear. Well, I've got a fair idea how I'd have done against the bear. Are you a triplet? That's funny. Yeah, my cousins are all around the same time as me as well, actually. Well, not all of them. I've got several that are, I should say. Okay. There's my boat. Yeah, we're getting back to Iron Gate, hey Ninja. Oh, it's awesome running. How did you find that whole process of, you know, adopting and stuff? Like, what was that like? I was about to say as well, like, if you adopt, don't you get to choose their birthday? It's like, well, no, obviously not. They're not a dog. They obviously have a birthday. That was me being a very, very silly moment of thought right there for me. Yeah. I'm gonna change your name, change your birthday. Oh dear. Different type of adoption there to the to a pet. What a muppet. Alright, well, Dragon Egg, happy that we got that. So again, you can turn this on if you're new to the game and allow yourself to portal it. I currently just have that stuff on default, which is off, but you can change it. Lots of paperwork and close to a 2-year wait from China. Okay. Is that like easier to do from China or something? I'm just wondering, like, was there a reason you chose China versus doing it in, are you from the USA? Whether there was a reason for that. It's okay, you just run at the bear until scratch you a little. Serpent, starboard, rear? You're right. I don't want to fight him though. I'm just going to outrun him, hopefully. Good shout there though. And I knew starboard was right, because my teacher when I was a kid said to remember the difference, remember that you always pass port to the left. Which, I don't know that that is true. Wait, what? You're saying starboard's left? No, starboard's right, isn't it? And port is left. Don't tell me I've had it wrong this year. I thought I was like, yeah, I know this. I want to outrun him anyway, I don't want to fight him. Oh, wait. With 0 arrows, I really don't want to fight him. Okay, we have to avoid this fight. Alright, I'm tempted to go back to the dark. Think I'm right? Left and port at the same number of letters. Oh, that's a good way to remember it as well. Old and tired. Yeah, you need to get some sleep. How are you still awake, man? I think we outrun him, so that's pretty good. Trying to follow this path that we went on before until we get to like here, and then we'll cross this bit, you know? Port is left and starboard is right. Yes. That's cool that you did sailing courses. Are you looking for a career in it, or just like enjoy sailing? What was my first experience with a troll? Well, I was at a nightclub. It was quite dark and I'd had a few drinks, and I didn't realise she was such a troll until the lights came back on. My first experience with a troll in Valheim was actually an awesome one, and it was a moment where I kind of fell in love with the game, because I was walking around the meadows, minding my own business, and I was near a black forest, but I didn't even know what that was at this stage. I was so new to the game. And a troll just came out at me. I was like, oh my god, and I had my bow and arrow on me, and I was like, gonna run away. I was like, you know what, it's a new game, let's just try it out, let's just try and fight this thing. And I actually managed to kill it without it killing me. And I was like, oh, this is awesome. It was like a really good fight and stuff. I remember it being kind of a fond early memory of the game. I met your sister. So funny, Rasad. Currently looking for a job, no luck yet, just sending CVs. And Valheim. Good. Ooh. Well, good luck to you with finding the job. I know in certain parts of the world it's like pretty tricky. I guess if you need a job in that industry, would it be quite niche as well? Like, there's probably not tons of jobs in boating areas? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, best of luck and enjoy the Valheiming in the meantime. Alright, straight through there. That's home. We love to see it. Oh wow, what am I about to sail into? Is that a tree? Oh, it's the Yggdrasil thing. Watch his first Valheim videos. They're funny as hell. Well, my first Valheim videos. They're bad. They're very bad. I will definitely agree with you on that. I guess there's it's funny in how bad they are. I would agree with. South Africa doesn't have many boats here, so you're looking overseas. Look at overseas. I like it a little crispy. That's definitely the way to go. Yeah. In fact, that's a very good idea. Oh yes. Oh yes. Alright. I'll stop now. Do you know the first joke I was ever told as a kid? I used to go around telling everybody who'd listen. Is what do sea monsters eat for lunch? Fish and ships. There you go. The old vids have the dad jokes too. Well, you just got on their jingles as well. I was like 7. I started crying when won for the first time and hearing its footsteps. Wait, you were 7 when you first saw a troll in Valheim? Is that what you mean? The raging, I was there for it. I felt each one of them mishaps. Some raging in some streams I did in the past. Actually, not too bad. I used to hide it pretty well, at least. There was... the biggest I ever raged, I think, on stream was in one of the Can You Kill Me videos. Because it was like... Every video was like 1 step forward, 2 steps back. So I was talking before, I might revisit that series. But if I do, I think I need to... put some different parameters in. The amount of sailing jokes I've heard so far. I'll go on then, Little Crispy. You got one for us? You got one to tell us? Some serious ocean crisscrossing. Yeah, we've done a lot of exploring. Look at this. And we're still not that far into the game, like, really. My friend and I, first experience with a sea serpent was hysterical. We were rafting near the coast and heard this roar. Both panicking. What the fuck was that? I don't know. Panic hollering. That's funny. Around that, all I know is I was really young. Well, Valheim's only been out for, like, what? How many years? 4 years, right? So you must be... You'd only be, like, 11 now or something, right? Love it, Ninja. I only seen 1 or 2 rages from you, mostly just frustration. Yeah, I'm human. I do get frustrated. I do rage. I'll rage quit games sometimes. I'll rage quit Valheim sometimes. I did it in this world, I think. I think I did. In the video I made that was all about how much I was dying to wolves, I think there was a point when I was making that video that I was like, nah, screw it, I'm done for the day. And I just kind of like logged out, quit. And then I forgot. And I logged back in. And I was like, oh man, like, because I was naked and I had no, like, none of my gear on me and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, I've got to go and do all that. I was like, that sucks. So yeah, obviously that was off cam, so you wouldn't have seen that. You were 29 when it came out in EA. It says winter. How old would I have been then? About the same, actually, yeah. Maybe 30. Always wonder why they called it the boom and then it hit me. That's good. I like that. We appreciate the jokes. You're 33. I'm 34, but only just. So I'd have been a similar age. Mentally, I'm still like 21 as well. I swear, people are like, you know, you meet someone for the first time, like, oh, so how old are you? I'm like, in my head, I go 21. Oh no, wait, I'm not 21 out anymore. How old am I? I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, I'm 34 now. Now this is nice sailing. The wind's behind us. Got my little bear hat on. You know, actually, the bear hat. Let's change that. There you go. For the Santa hat enjoyers, we've got the Santa hat right there. Oh yes. Christmas has come early. And it's a nice, clean ocean. You know, good weather. We love this. 55. I wonder who the oldest person in chat is. Do we have anybody in chat over 70? I know my demographic's older than a lot of people who do gaming content. partly because of Valheim and partly because I'm so mature, is definitely the reason. I think, yeah, when I used to do Minecraft videos, my audience demographic was a bit younger. I do not feel 49, I still play and joke around. My grandkids still mentally young. We love that, Lorena. Not gonna lie, I fell overboard while doing my course. You were anchored. I had to swim to get my hat and started hearing the Jaws music in my head. Got scared. Swimming back, the tides pulled me so far away and they took a pic of you. That's so funny. To be fair, yeah, it's, ocean's a scary place. It is, yeah. Especially in Australia. Australian Ocean's a very scary place, let me tell you. Alright, we getting there. Your mum watches me and she's 73. Shout out to her, bless her. Thank you for watching to Lorena's mum. 73 years young. Tell you, there's mornings where I feel like I'm in my 70s myself. Especially if I had a big night the night before. Yeah, that makes you feel pretty old. And I remember, like, the New Year's Eve for 2000, you know, it's like we're going into a new millennia. Like, this is so cool. That was 25 years ago. So, what? Very crazy. Yeah, South African waters. Yeah, I think they can be bad as well, right? All the sharks and stuff. We have sharks, but then we have all like everything else that tries to kill you, like stonefish and jellyfish and stuff. I'll be honest, it's very rare I go to the ocean in Australia, and if I do, it's generally where I can still stand up. That's only temporary though, Winter. We'll get you back. We'll get you back to your young 33. Alright, we are almost home, but I think I'm gonna bring the stream to an end there because we've kind of hit this natural point. I can sell home the rest of the bit on my own, but yeah, because the next thing's gonna be I'm gonna have to collect some dragon eggs, which I may do on stream or I may just do in my free time. As I say, I'm going away tomorrow. I'll be away for about a week, but then I want to do some streams in the build-up to Christmas, and I think what I'll do is I'll do a proper schedule. So I'll schedule at least like 1 or 2 a week, and then I might do extras, but like there'll be 1 or 2 that'll be guaranteed, and you guys will know when they're happening in advance and stuff for anyone who wants to join. They'll be around the same sort of time as this one, so if you're here now and this is a good time for you, then that's good. Thank you to everyone for all the support today. The Twitch hype train was certainly unexpected, and the bits and subs and stuff, so thank you all for that. I think in terms of the streaming, there'll be some Kaisenheim stuff happening. Again, if anyone wants to join the server, you guys can check out stuff in the description for that and what have you. And then, as I say, I might revisit the Can You Kill Me series. It was kind of fun. I think enough time has passed now. My PTSD has gone down. I can do it. Oh, Jingles, right in the end there with another 100 bits. Thanks, mate. Appreciate the support of the stream from you and everybody else. Yeah, anyway, have a great week. I'll see you guys when I'm back from Melbourne. And more streams.